where cameras are moving, voices can be heard, and there's nothing weird going on. I think we should be fine. Technical issues, all Gucci. You can see yourselves at the moment, and we're going to fix that as well by doing this. And now it should be fine, I believe.
All right.
Is the stream as it should be? No, it's taking Twitch chats instead of taking other things. And it's taking... Yeah, okay, so it's taking the wrong one.
I mean, I like the aspect where we're peering into the infinite of ourselves.
Yes. There we go. Cool.
One after the other after the other.
That's how
kind
it
of
is for me every single time I play this game. I'm just like, ah!
Technical issues have
Yeah.
maybe been sorted. We'll see if OBS wants to go back to watching the Twitch chat, talking to themselves instead on stream. But we'll wait with that and see what happens. I can't currently see the characters overlay. This is the wrong character, so we'll see. Cool. There we go. Now, welcome everybody. I'm sorry for the technical issues that we just had. I hope that you're not too disheartened by it. I promise you, we are extremely professional. We don't joke at farts or penises or other things, except all the time.
Very, very professional.
This is Tales of TPK Into the Shadows. We are currently on episode 23, a mummy's curse, because one of our players managed to get themselves cursed last session, mainly because all of the players were stupid. But hey, when you're told to specifically not do a certain thing, you are going to do that specific thing in that specific way you were told not to do, right? Especially when you're in a cursed tomb. That seems like a great idea. And it did turn out great. You did manage to survive, even though... I mean, at the moment, life
Survival's
is...
kind of relative, isn't it?
Yes. I mean, Eli is currently completely paralyzed and on his way to...
Oh, I forgot I was paralyzed too.
Yes, you are paralyzed. So you can't do anything, meaning if the party gets jump, who is going to do the... Wait, you weren't there.
And you sit next to me, boyo.
We don't have an Echo in the Ether today, unfortunately, but we shall continue the game where we shall... Sorry, there's double noises again. Where we simply jump in to them starting to ride off into the desert in the middle of the night.
GM,
Yes.
forgive me if I'm messing this up in my memories, but Kristoff rode off for the capital, correct? In order to get the mages in as soon as possible.
He is still with you at this moment. However, he might do something different later on. But because you did decide to leave now, he is there with you.
Okay.
So you're setting out during the night of the... let me double check dates. It would be the night of the 5th. So, or morning of the 5th, rather. And you currently are decent for weather. It's night in the desert, so it's not too warm. However, you're all extremely exhausted, and there's really nothing for you to do when the horses, start getting tired. So you are going to have to plan for how you're going to deal with that point as well. But for now, how is it that you are riding forward?
You mean like speed-wise or...
Yeah, speed-wise and also column-wise, like who is going where. Simon, you are asleep.
Oh, sorry.
Sort
I think that's... No, I think I have my microphone setting lowered. That's vicious.
Well, first and foremost, I suspect we need to arrange something for Eli.
Yeah, but Eli, I'm thinking that he is with me.
Yeah, Eli already has
my
like
horse.
a baby sling almost that he's over
Yeah.
one of the horses.
Yeah,
However,
so I'll take care of
these
that.
horses do not like riding two people. And
Okay.
you don't have saddles either. So Eli is in the place, where you would be as a person. So, yeah, it's going to be hard having two people there.
Well, it sucks to have a mummy curse, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes, it
No.
does.
Does anybody have any ideas? Some leather we could use to possibly, I don't know, tie him down in a non-sexual way, or
And he is already that's
Yeah.
what I
Yeah,
just
that's
explained.
right.
There was
Sorry.
a hammock created for him so that he could lay over the horse and not fall off and die horribly.
sorry, I thought you said that they were okay. I gotcha. My bad.
I can lead the charge. Perhaps Cohen, you stay close by, and see if he needs any tending of the wound.
Yep.
If anything pops up.
And I'm still
I'll-
totally conscious, just paralyzed.
Yes.
Okay. Fun.
Yes. You can speak though, which I have said.
Oh, I can.
You
Okay,
can speak
cool.
and you can look, so you can mentally be present in the conversations and such for.
Not if we go
everyone.
5 meters away. No.
Bye,
Oh, yeah, I
bitch.
forgot to do that. So we're just riding off as quickly as we can towards wherever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we started at a normal pace to see how well the harness or whatever works
Mhm.
with the horse. Not just like, oh, fast as we can, and then just 5 minutes later, oh, it broke.
Where's Eli?
Like, oh, the horse.
He's gone.
Oh no.
I believe that out of the three of us, I am the less wrapped up. I'm not going to be much use in a fight, but perhaps I should go first in case we run into anything. At
Not
least
only
then I might be able to take a few blows.
that, you also are the one with geographical knowledge to lead us where we need to go.
I'll
be right
take
behind you.
point then.
Roll me a survival, and Christoph will see if he can give you some
Ooh,
advantage on this because he is also proficient. Yes, he
goody.
can. He will give you advantage on it.
All right.
Hey, that's
Ooh.
even worse. Nice.
Goody.
Great that we're wasting time when Eli is dying, mister. So,
I
you
don't get
ride-
any help for cartographer's tools. That's not a thing that can
yeah,
happen.
you got advantage from it, and from him. There's nothing more we can do with a 403, Mr. Bryant.
Yeah.
You're
Oh
fucked.
boy, oh.
So, the party starts off in a direction which Garrus believes himself to be fairly certain of. That, oh yes, it is this way that we are going. About an hour and a half in, he realizes, wait, we're going the wrong way. Turns the party around to another way and starts heading off for another hour until he starts realizing that he's been trying to track by mainly looking at the ground and its things when you have an entire sky above you and the whole
Yeah.
dustiness and such here. I mean, you guys have been through so much, and it's like it's hard at this point because you're all fucked up. Nobody knows where the fuck they're going. I mean, even though Cohen is Darianese, he hasn't been here in this specific place, and I mean, navigating in the
No.
desert is
Not that he knows.
Yeah.
Knows.
So after a long ass time, you realize that, I mean, you're going east. The moon is currently setting in the east and the sun is rising in the west. So why not just, use them as directions, and you'll probably see the city sooner or later, because it is a large ass city. So if we go to the map,
Ooh, nice.
no, you ain't gonna see the map for the city yet, boys. You're not there. We haven't made it. You are almost due east. As for where you are when you go, you might be a few kilometers north or south, but it shouldn't matter too much. The horses, however, by
Oh, no.
dawn, start to get tired.
Cold was the night.
How cold? Maybe 15 degrees. So
Okay.
not too bad,
Cool.
but still.
We should probably rest the horses and rest ourselves, I suppose.
I'm not convinced there's time for it, but I nothing more we can do. If I hadn't... Well, it's in the past. I agree. Let's take a short break.
And help Eli down and put him in the
Sorry, you completely disappeared there
Yeah.
when we were talking.
Oh, sorry. I take Eli down and I put him in the 2-man tent that I have. So I like put the tent up and then put him inside the tent to sort of keep him, reasonably warm while he can't move, and the rest of us can still move about. So we get warm by that.
Thank you.
Will the horses be good to go in an hour or two, GM, or is this going to have to be a long rest?
This is probably going to have to be a long rest, not only for the horses, but also for you guys, because if you get jumped by anything in the
We
desert, you dead.
We're exhausted. Like, we know it's going to be more than a couple of days, so,
Yeah.
Do I get a long rest?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I agree with that decision.
Absolutely not, my friend.
You can take watch. You can lie there and just like help.
Just like send him
Help!
to a wall.
You're welcome. Yeah,
I'll take the first watch.
Okay,
I'll take second.
I'll take third.
Sorry, I'm just trying to... Because I'm wondering I feel that the quality of the stream is shit.
The bitrate, maybe?
Yeah, but the bitrate
But it's not bad here, so it might just be on your end that it looks bad.
Possibly. I hope not, even though that
Looks good here.
Okay.
Yeah, looks really good here.
Nice. Well, maybe it's just me. I'm used to looking in the mirror and seeing my awesome face, and when it's a bit pixelated,
Yeah,
I don't look as good as I usually do.
Yeah.
I want Eli. Roll me a Constitution saving throw. Then you roll me a Wisdom saving throw. Then you roll me an Intelligence.
Oh, okay.
And a Dexterity.
Wisdom.
What?
No, con first, wasn't it?
Con first.
Con saving throw.
Yeah, this determines the DCs on the other ones. Nice. So
Okay.
the DC isn't impossible, at least. Go ahead with Wisdom.
Wisdom.
That's a dire-ass fail. Then Intelligence.
Yep.
Oh my god, it's starting.
Slow
That's
down.
also a fail. And then
Yep.
Dexterity.
No. Oh my
Nice.
god.
That is also a fail. Strength.
Yep.
Dude, are
Yep.
you kidding me?
Failing
think
it, I dare you.
Oh my god.
That's like 4 sevens.
Roll me then.
Someone has weighted the virtual dice. That's what's happened.
Roll me
He's rolled
4 d4s. The number that you
Four.
roll goes for the one. So you'll take damage in your stats for this that you roll.
Oh. Okay. Do you want me roll them separate then? Yeah.
Roll them separately. That's fine. So first is how much your wisdom score is lowered by at the moment.
1d4.
And then- Nice.
Yep.
Someone
That's
has
right.
weighted
Intelligence.
the virtual dice. This is bullshit.
Nice. Intelligence lowered by 3, and he doesn't have a lot of intelligence. Dex, he has a lot of to spare, so a 3 isn't too bad. Strength, he doesn't have a lot of. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. 4, 3, 3, 1.
Yeah. So Eli, you're sitting there in your mind, you're paralyzed, continuous pain over your body, and then suddenly you feel.
Stupid.
you would probably even say Eli would probably even say stupider.
Yeah, you would.
So I think I should almost give myself inspiration for that one.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
but suddenly you feel a surge of your body, as if though this curse sends out. I don't want to be too descriptive because it's really nasty, but basically what happens if we look inside the bloodstream is that it sends out like tiny maggot leeches into your bloodstream, and it goes around and it puts itself in certain places, a lot of them on your brain, some of them on your muscles, and some of them around your heart, and then they suck, and then they perish, and when they perish, they turn into black ooze that transforms back into the curse, and then sort of just seeps your abilities. For your knowledge, you will lose a certain amount across time. You don't know when, you don't know where or how, but if you go to 0 in any of your attributes, you're dead.
Okay.
And yeah, that's not going to be pretty. However, should they manage to restore you, then your attributes will return. Unless too long time has passed, then 1 or 2 points might be taken.
Okay.
Yes, Brian.
How do you die of 0 charisma? Do we just decide to leave you out in the desert? Or
Yes.
how does
Yeah.
that
He's
work?
so ugly that,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
he's... No, basically...
You
it
wake
would
up one
be-
morning and see him and be like, actually, I hate this guy.
Nice.
I'm going home.
Fuck this, what are we doing
Okay,
this for?
I'm assuming, so when you bed down to take a long rest, people, I am also assuming that Cohen is using the herbs that he has to help people
Yeah.
get hit points. How many uses do you have left?
I think it's 2.
Oh no, that's
Yeah, I
bad.
know. I think it is. So let's see.
Luckily for you, Christoph has a few
2.
herbs.
Yeah, 2. Got 2.
It's gonna do jack shit for Eli. Like, it's gonna do absolutely nothing for Eli. So
Yeah.
it's between you all. Christoph does have some herbs from his ranger's kit, so he will give you. So you have 3. He himself is still okay, so he'll heal himself with his magic, and then you 3 can can take that.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Yep. So all of
Do
you
I?
will regain a whopping 10% of your hit points and half your hit die.
I think we already had full hit die, if I remember correctly.
Then you can use them and you regain half again, which you might need.
Alright, okay, it's been a hot minute since
So
we
you
had
can
to roll
use
hit
how
dice.
many hit die you want.
Oh,
Oh, you don't click long rest, you bastard.
I'm sorry. I switched it. I know what it was
Yeah.
first. So
Yeah,
it's
so
29.
basically, Brian, what you can do is,
Hey.
you use all of them and then you can regain back however many you get back.
Alright,
Um,
I'm just gonna
and
roll them all,
Hit
'cause
die is
I'm gonna
normal,
need
you
it.
know, you get your constitution modified to all of them as well. So on top of them, 27, it's an additional 18, so it's 37, 43 HP back for you, Brian.
Alright,
Math.
I was at 17, so that will put me at full.
Nice, perfect. It's now I would love to have like a chase scene music, where there's this very stressful music in the background.
Oh, no.
Oh,
that's
trust
just
me,
going
I
on.
don't need it.
Let's see if I have something here. Maybe in Dying World. Maybe this one is good. Let's see how this one sounds.
Oh. No. Oh my god, seriously, if Eli dies, Cohen is not gonna love anybody again because everything.
What? He's got his
liked-
husband at home.
I know, but he might be dead by the time I
Everything
come
I
there. I
love
have no
dies.
idea. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't put it past you that, oh, sorry, Elitsuna took over your village. You don't have anybody. Fuck you.
I mean, that sounds like me, but
Yeah.
That sounds like me.
You should have
So you
punched
did it.
me.
there we go. This is a little bit better. We're gonna mute one for a moment.
God. By the way, do we get our spell slots or spell?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
No, this is a
was-
magical desert. It doesn't
Two.
allow anyone to take anything from long rests.
Make sure that you set the music to be pleasant.
Game hungry.
What, in Spotify?
No, I muted Spotify. This is in
Oh, Foundry.
Foundry.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, so this long rest is going to be rushed, I feel, and that's okay. You may take an exhaustion point and lower the time a little bit on the amount of rest that you get. Garrus can make me another survival to get me an idea of where they are.
Do I take the exhaust? Yeah, I think you would.
I mean, all of you need to take the exhaustion point if you want to make
I
it
would.
faster.
Yeah. I
Yep.
think it would.
All right. Disadvantage control, right?
Yeah. Or yeah, I think so. Because it's shift otherwise.
Fuck off.
God damn
Yeah,
it.
this is.
I mean,
Jungle.
Actually, I will go up to you, Garrus, and just touch your shoulder lightly and just you got it, Garrus.
it's too late.
Next time though.
Not gonna be
Anyway.
nice when a comrade is dying, unfortunately.
No.
Ha 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 ha! Oh, look at that! He gave me a chat inspiration. Thank you, Mike.
Thank
Now,
you.
do this.
Thank you so much.
We have a dangerous savannah to traverse, and I need you all to roll me a d20. Luke, you roll me 2 d20s
Okay. Separately or together?
separately.
Hey, look, it's only a 2. That's good, right, guys?
Mhm.
Nat 20.
Not 20. Okay. So between 10, 12, 13, 15, and 20, you're gonna pick 2. Now, one of those 2 needs to be Eli's die. I'm going to think of 2 numbers. One of them is going to be Eli's die. If you guys pick what I pick, something's gonna happen.
All right. So, is Tim more the person to immediately think of the natural 20, or
This
to,
is
like,
this is the
alright,
guy that makes solving the riddle a punishment.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna take this shit.
Oh.
I'm out.
That's a nat 20 gone to the wind.
So yeah, we leave the. All right, cool. We'll take the 13. What of our results do we take?
No, it feels like he's not a he feels like a 13 guy. I don't know. Maybe
He
it is
would-
my husband, but
he would
he,
take it.
he wants that.
Yeah. Oh god.
But
he would
maybe
take-
13. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm
maybe-
quiet.
I'm
maybe-
taking the
That's
nat 20.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, who are we taking?
And
for
then the
us?
second
Got a
one.
10 and 12.
I
and a
don't know.
15. These are basically the same numbers.
12?
Yeah, I think 12. Yeah.
All right, cool.
I, why did I say something? I
no,
don't.
we got it.
No.
12 it is.
All right. All
Not
right.
you and your mind games.
Final
I'm gonna-
answer: 12 and 20.
Nice. Something's gonna happen. So, you guys start riding in a direction that you believe to be east. And hopefully you'll see the city. I mean, from where you were, it was 2 days' travel, and you've already done 1. So hopefully the city will come into view by the end of today, hopefully, and you might be able to push yourselves. When you pass into afternoon, so around 2 p.m., Eli has another spasm. Make me a constitution saving throw followed by the other ones in the same order.
Yeah, sure.
We
Meanwhile,
noticed this? Oh, sorry.
no, because his body's paralyzed. So, yeah. Now, as you are riding your amazing horses, you can roll the other ones as well. I'll keep the mental note and then tell you what to. Your horses leave the soil, the sandy soil underneath you, and just come out onto desert. There's also this very warm wall almost of hot air that kind of you get faced into because you know it's gradual because it wouldn't just be a shift, because then it would be magical and it would be weird as fuck. Now, when you do, you realize that you are probably much further north than you should be, because there's no city, and the city is just on the border of the desert. So, being on the edge of desert and savannah, you start making it southeast. Now, Garrus has at this point probably shut up because he's just giving you guys false directions. And in this pressing moment, I feel like he wouldn't make a mistake, and
No,
rather
he was-
just make it out to be what it is. However, as you are riding south on these makeshift roads, Cohen, riding next to Eli, notices something. Not with Eli, but in the sand. Now, in the sand,
Oh no.
you see a giant tail with a stinger on top of it.
Okay, it's not a sandworm.
Now,
It's a purple worm!
these stingers immediately reveal themselves to be stuck to giant scorpions.
Oh,
Now, these
fuck.
scorpions are the color of sand, and you would know them as Alberian scorpions. And they, unfortunately, are known among those that are born in the desert, so specifically in Bastler as well. Once they've locked onto a prey, they don't stop. They will continue following you, and they have one of the best sensors amongst animals in the world. So they will be able to track you guys for however long is needed. And when your horses need to rest, they will be there.
Yeah, I'll tell everybody.
So wait, what's the situation?
Well, we can't stop.
Surely the horses, if they tire out, can we leave the
Well,
horses?
they're
in?
gonna fucking be munch toys.
1d4 roll, Luke.
Is
Hopefully
standing
slow
and
them down.
fighting an
Yes.
option then? When night comes?
I mean, I don't know. Or, like, no,
No, it was only one needed.
Oh,
not for.
Oh.
I mean, if we technically we could leave the horses, but they're
We leave the horses, Eli dies. Like,
Yeah.
summons.
but I'm just thinking that maybe we just if I could somehow get the tent or my the safety bubble. I don't know if it works with the horses, though. I don't think it does.
It won't. They will die.
I was more thinking that if we leave the horses,
Standing in
maybe they will be satisfied. And if we leave our horses but take the one that's carrying Eli, we could still run
No.
quite fast.
Yeah.
You overestimate how essential the horses are going to be out here in the desert, I think.
The horses can't run forever.
Is
No.
standing and fighting at night an option?
Do I know that these guys must be very, very horrible at night, right?
Yeah, at night you don't want to fight them because you won't see them coming.
You won't be able
Exactly.
to fight at night. That's the problem.
And I saw two.
You saw one, but they are pack animals.
Okay, yeah. So I assume that there are a lot of them.
Well, if we know they're
we
coming, at
can't-
the very least we could prepare beforehand. Lay a
Oh,
couple of
I-
traps.
um,
But I
how
could-
are you supposed to prepare when they are literally on our tail? We
You will outrun them for a bit, so if you do push yourselves a bit and the horses, then you will get a bit time to act.
What happens if we split up? Will they follow one party or one group?
I mean, what would an animal do in that case, most likely?
The party, the pack
Go
is
home. Give
No,
up.
probably go for the weakest one, of course.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The issue mainly with these scorpions, if I recall correctly, isn't necessarily that they're hardy, it's that we can't see them in the sun.
What if I go with with my horse and split off, and I'll put up the tent.
Could you not shoot them from afar and you look to Garrus and to
Well, of course, but I
Oh.
need to see them first. That's the issue.
mm.
Cohen, how dangerous are these things to encounter? Is it something that, with preparation, we might be able to kill and move on with our lives? Or do we absolutely need to run from this at night without any time of preparation?
Yeah. There's no possibility of no. I mean, even Demos was scared of them, or that guy was very. He did not want to encounter them either. So.
Like, in terms of dangerousness, you can roll me in nature and see what you guys can get.
And I do it with
I've never seen these types of scorpions. I would assume like I don't have any knowledge.
Yes. You're not a learned man.
Yeah. No, I'm experienced, but not in these lands.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there is nothing that you really know of them. You know that they're dangerous. I mean, and as most scorpions, they probably have some poison. But you know that they are relentless. Like, they will not stop. Meaning that if one person goes off alone, they are going to fucking die.
We're not outrunning these. That is self-evident.
You
The
can
only other...
if you leave me.
It's a very nice sentiment, Eli. Very good. Very happy to have another person willing to throw down their lives for the party.
I don't think we would want to live with ourselves if we did something like that.
I'm tired of people throwing their lives away. Cohen, you know these lands better than I. Is there any place where the camouflage might not apply? A lake? A stone?
We're in the middle of a desert, so no.
If I had enough water and enough time, I could create a platform of opaque ice. That would allow us to see them, but...
How long can we push the horses before they tire?
You look at them. I mean, you're a man that has ridden horses as well. I mean, goats mostly, but
Yeah.
Seeing from the heat and from the amount. Also, I have assumed, because you haven't said anything, that you guys are feeding them these small cubes, because otherwise your horses would be dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe another 2-3 hours at this point, because you have had a tiny break. But if you do it 2-3 hours, then it's a possibility that they might get hamstrung or fucked up. So
we won't be able to make it to the city. Is there any option but to fight them?
If anyone has magic that can help in this situation, now's the time to bring it up, I think.
Well, the only thing I can think of is, well, Eli can't stand, so he's gonna be the prime target. So I'd say that that maybe I get the shield up and running, but I can't leave that place while it's up. DM, can I peek out of the place and still be in the tiny hut and cast out?
It takes you a minute to set up, and no, you can't. That is literally what it's made not to do. And
I can
even
do inspirational talk from outside.
Sure.
Inside, I mean.
But
You can
it's
do
gonna
it.
take you a minute of preparation, and the moment that you set feet down, do you think that they're just gonna let you prepare?
But you said that. What?
You said we had like an hour.
I said
or
that
something.
I said that you can push forward. This you just saw the scorpion. If
Yeah.
you push the horses now, it's a chance that some of them will go lame. Now you can decide if you want to push the horses to give you a chance to set things up. But then, if a horse goes lame, you're one horse down in a race for time.
Even if we win against the Scorpions, if we have lame horses, then
Oh no, is the DM putting us in a situation that's
Hey.
very unenjoyable? Oh, no.
harsh.
Are there any high ground around us, or it's just
Make me a
We got the
D100
high ground.
Make me a D100
Yes,
roll.
of course.
On a roll between 60 and 67. Yes.
Oh,
Anything
don't
else?
mark.
No.
2%? Okay.
7%.
Why did you make it from 60 to 69? Why did you make it 67?
Because I don't like the 69. I mean, it's
Variation.
Funny number. Funny number.
Funny number, says the 12-year-old. No, there is
I
no
resent
no
that.
high
I'm
ground.
14.
Oh God, no! I can see that beard on you. That's a 12-year-old beard.
Thank you.
If they work as a pack,
Wait
if
a
we
minute.
kill one or two of them, will they retreat or will they still fight? Like wolves usually
We're,
Oh, stupid
repelled
connection.
after a few of them are killed
we're
or
overthinking
leaders.
this. I don't think we have any choice but to stand and fight here, regardless of what happens.
Just thinking about if we should focus on one or try to kill all of them. If we can kill one or two and they fall back, then we know what we should do.
Would we? If you think about it, they're basically like us. We're in a herd as well. Would we stop fighting just because?
Depends on the
Well, we are
person.
not sand scorpions, likely starving for a meal.
If armies, if you have 6 soldiers who get felled and there are only 2 left, they are very likely to be routed and fall back.
I really wish I had changed what I prepared for today. Right. Think we set up, wait for an ambush, and give it all we have. I don't think we have any other choice in the matter.
Christoph, what do you think?
I don't think risking a horse going lame is worth it.
All right. But should I try to set up the tent, or what do you guys think?
There's no time. I think
He
I
points
think
to like 3 places in the sand that are just
Okay.
like a few hundred feet off at this point.
Okay,
Maybe not
yeah,
even that.
no.
Can we outrun the scorpions currently just on horseback without
Yes.
sprinting, or? Wait,
No, not without
Without
sprinting.
No.
I'm assuming that you are sprinting. The scorpions, I mean, you guys are moving at 55 without sprinting. The scorpion seems to be moving like 50.
Okay, yeah. We gotta
So-
fight them. Oh!
We
Yeah.
can't just kite them on horseback, is what you're saying.
No.
That's
No.
not an option. Okay, I'm very disappointed.
Aiming from
I
horses
mean,
is like automatic disadvantage
Yeah.
if you're not trained in it.
Well, here's the nice thing about spellcaster. Fool.
Here's the thing about Cohen. He has not ridden a horse before.
Yep.
Not really. He's run behind it, so. Yeah.
All right, let's do this. I don't think there's any other choice in the matter.
I'm telling you to leave me.
You say
And
this and
I'm-
everybody jumps off the horse.
Yeah.
Oh,
Before
we'll
this
go
happens,
to this one.
Before anything happens, I slap haste on Mavin.
Nice. Sure.
Yeah.
Haste, and then the scorpions are going to be smart and stay in the center, like underneath the ground. This isn't really how it looks. It's just that I can't be arsed.
Yeah, just about my.
Righty, let's see. Where's Mr. Christoph? I think because you are paralyzed, Luke, do you want to play the scorpions?
No, he doesn't.
You want to kill us for not leaving you behind?
No, because I don't think the way you think.
I mean, that's fine. Maybe you think
No.
more of a scorpion than I do.
You should have
Should
said
we
alright.
yes, and you could have
Thank you, though.
retreated.
Should we send Luke's horse ahead? To keep him out of trouble?
Reggie.
Should we send Reginald the horse ahead to keep him out of
I
trouble?
don't think that's a wise choice. It might
Alright.
just keep on running.
Ah, there we go.
I just can't.
So what happens is that you guys kind of stop and you get to a point where it's like you think that this is where you can take a fight, and then as you do, the scorpions all just kind of unburrow themselves right behind you guys. Do you want to play Christoph then, maybe? Movement and such. Pew pew with the bow.
I'm all right just
Yeah,
watching,
okay.
honestly.
Then
I'll
you
enjoy
just
that.
watch. Cool. So everybody can roll initiative as we are going to enter this. I'm gonna stop this music. I'm gonna stop this music. We're gonna turn Mr. Bot back online. Boop. And then we're gonna put the music on to battle music. Yeah.
GM, I have a quick question. It might not apply. What happens if?
Did I say
no
that
damage-
I wanted to hear your question, Brian? Hmm?
All right, fair
No,
enough.
no, I didn't. Nah, it's alright. Go ahead.
Well, so the ward, even if the damage only applies to the ward, it's still a concentration check, right?
Ooh.
I'll look it up.
Am
It's probably in the-
I? No, it's fine. I want to make my own ruling about this because the ward is temporary hit points. You're not taking it, right? So I think what we can
Well,
do is
It's not temporary hit points. It's something entirely different. even
yeah,
if
it's a
it functions
ward that
different.
really like stops you. I think personally, I don't think that it would because it's not you really being hit. Because I see if the ward soaks up the damage, you're not getting hit, which also means that I'm making your ward a little bit stronger, which is completely fine to be honest. Nice. And
Sounds
boop.
good. I like not having to make concentration checks.
Yeah, understandable. Oh, Christoph, you're the man.
Yeah.
So Christoph starts off by jumping off his horse, of course, in the air. He pulls out 2 arrows and shoots them down because Christoph is the man. Oh.
He's awesome, boyo. Oh no.
Oh no! Don't say that.
Did we say that he was awesome, boyo? I think that
Yeah,
we
we-
need to.
I didn't mean to.
Let's see. That's
Shoots,
confirm.
shoots,
Wow.
Eli.
He tries to be flashy, so with a critical fail and a 14 to confirm, he jumps, he pulls 2 arrows, and then he kind of fails and he lands prone on his face.
Aw.
And Garrus, it's you.
All right.
Tabaxi, what
is-
the fuck?
Christoph is
No.
prone.
Fucking Tabaxi? What the hell? No.
For fuck's sake, Christoph. All right. None of them are grouped up, which there's a big shame, very large shame. Are there any rocks that are teetering over the edge? Well, enlarge reduces concentration. That's not really going to be an option. Tell you what, firebolts on this one if I can get a clear line of sight on him.
Do you have a clear line of sight on him right in front of you?
I don't know. That's the question. Can you see these things in the sand?
Yes, but it is a little bit hard, but you can.
Okay.
As long as they're kind of standing, there is no sneaky business with these ones. A 23
is-
will hit them. However, you notice that their sand-burnt carapace doesn't seem to care too much for fire.
As in, they're vulnerable.
No, other way around.
No.
Navin, you
Yeah.
may take
I-
movement and
Yeah.
bonus action. Yeah, that's all.
Bonus action, Sanctuary, the dumbass.
I assumed almost that you started with giving Navin haste, so yeah, he's a speedy boy. He
Yeah.
runs as quickly as the horses at this point.
It's true. I can't see whichever the scorpions are just heading straight forward, or is it one waiting for another?
I mean,
is
at
there
the
a
moment
leader?
they just unburrowed, and
Yeah.
they're kind of watching you like predators to see who's the biggest threat, and then they're probably gonna dogpile that person and kill them.
Yeah. I sort of go here, I guess, so I can sort of block or shield Eli from being attacked.
Sure.
And I will use one of my actions to I will use my. I can't do. I already used my bonus action. I don't get a second bonus action, right? Because the haste is a second action. Not a bonus
Yes.
action. That's unfortunate. Oh yeah, I'll use my second action to cast Killing Instinct.
Nice.
This is a life and death situation, and these they have to be
So-
killed because they won't
Yeah,
surrender.
this is the
otherwise.
first time that we see this. So I
Second.
would. This is the second
Second.
time. Okay,
Yeah,
then
one
I
time
want to
when, Cohen was attacked
Yeah.
and down.
go ahead and tell me like how Navin changes, because this is a very physical change for the Saranir when
Yeah.
it happens.
It said like the swaying movements and sort of the fluidity is like essentially gone. The body basically stands very firm and doesn't really move a lot. Like all the movements are very conscious and determined, and there is like the emotion on his face is just blank. Like it's just gone. Like there's no happiness, no anger, no mad. Like it's all gone. It's just like a blank slate.
Nice.
Cool.
So that was bonus action. So first action.
No, that's
was,
that's the action, and
Isn't it?
that's the regular action. No,
Yeah, it is an
Killing
action.
Instinct is
Never
action,
mind. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
says you can end it as bonus. I think that was.
yeah.
That was right. So, yes.
Yeah, and then the other one, I'll use a weapon attack, and I'll throw my hammer against the one to my right side.
Yep.
Uh,
Scorpion tries to hide in the sand, but
Yep. It'll be this one.
good hit. Solid.
Not
13
good
damage.
And then I'll use my reaction to
Yep.
take it back.
So you hammer back in hand. Just to double check. First action. No, so that's two actions. Bonus action. Anything?
Bonus action was
To pull
Yes,
the trigger.
Ogre's Might. Cool. That's why
Yeah.
I kind of lost the.
yeah.
train of
Otherwise, I
thought.
was gonna do another one thing. But yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So this this scorpion sees somebody run off by themselves like a stupid muppet, and goes claw.
Oh my god,
See
no.
ya, boy. And
Ah,
let's see,
well, that
confirm.
does
That
get
is a
you the ward.
confirm indeed. 1d100.
11 plus 8, that's 19,
Only-
so that takes 3 damage.
That means a Constitution check. Roll me a strength saving throw, please, as well. Did Eli just disappear as well?
Yeah, we have a problem with his picture.
That's fine. Nice.
Concentration's fine.
Yeah, and then you need to roll me a strength saving throw, not to be grappled.
Saving throw. I
10?
desperately
No.
need to learn.
So
this
second
stuff.
attack is going to be done with advantage. If it hits this, you are restrained. That's another 25, and you'll hit.
I can't shield that.
You
Yep.
can't shield that. And that means that you are going to have disadvantage now because you're restrained with 2 attacks in 1 turn. You can have disadvantage on this. Oh no,
Oh
that's
my
2 20s.
god!
That is 2 20s.
I think I'm dead.
What the fuck did you do?
Yeah,
that's
I'm down.
That's 2 20s.
Navin. Okay, so this is gonna death spiral really quickly.
Yeah, it is.
You should.
It is. Haste is gone. You don't
Alright.
die. You don't
For
die.
fuck's sake! For
Okay.
fuck's sake, man!
Okay,
Alright, I
but
gotta
the
do
thing is, though,
math
the thing
on
is
this
that you're not down
damage.
yet because the damage is a con save, Gary. So you can make the con
Oh.
save not to take all that damage. However, you
Okay,
do it with
wow.
disadvantage because both hits did attack you first. So if people
you got
want
a
to give
reroll.
him, yeah, good. Give him Shat Inspiration. We need.
No, a reroll.
It's
Chat
too
reroll.
late. You don't do
Okay,
it. We don't
yeah.
do it like that. So it's
No, no,
like
that's true.
after, and even so,
Yeah.
the 27s it would still be a crit.
You
Um,
think?
Alright.
So make me a con save with disadvantage. DC is 13, so it's still makeable. If
Okay,
chat,
no.
if you guys want to
Yes.
help him, you guys can give him chat inspiration.
Yes, I am. I
So
am
give
right
him
now.
advantage and a D6, and you might.
Yeah,
save
I
his
got-
ass.
I got him chat inspiration at least.
Okay.
So just a straight roll then.
Straight
Somebody
roll
else, come
plus
on!
a D6 after this. So no, it's disadvantage and then a D6. So one more.
Whoops.
So it's the
Alright,
first
well.
left one. Okay, so it's 10, and then you add a
Oh, the
D6.
goose. Wrong goose.
We can't stack the chat inspirations. Hey! So it's only going to be 15 plus 21 damage.
I don't even remember what my hit points are. Is that the
So
total?
we can calculate. You took everything this turn, so we can calculate everything together.
So minus.
So
Okay,
how
the
much did
first
you have the
attack-
ward on? You took 3 damage from the first attack, you said.
Yes.
And then you'll take an additional 14 after that. So 3, 14, you've taken 17. And then after that, you take 15, 21, you take 36 more damage. You are not getting, like, that 36 damage, yeah, you dropped the concentration there. Because it's
What?
the
I can roll an 18. No,
you
this
just
is for the
failed
first
it.
one.
Okay, this is for
No, this is for the first attack,
You-
the one that was 14.
You rolled for the first attack. Okay, the second attack, you mean? Sure.
Yeah.
Roll another one.
All right, come on. Dice gods, you owe me. I have phrase. Okay, yeah, I lost concentration.
Yeah, Navin is health. Could you please take the next damage as well? So 14, 29, 50 damage more
Alright,
on top
so-
of that. So you're at 7. Nice.
All right.
And
Did
I
somebody
have...
get the second chat inspiration?
I'm
so it
assuming
doesn't
that it's still on Garrus. So
Okay.
Garrus, but that save isn't gonna make it either way. So now, because I rolled a crit on the crit confirm, it's 2d100 added together. So 85. Ah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay, so Stinger. So he's holding you in its claw, then it snip you. Stinger would go into your chest, I feel, at this point. Yeah, and then 85. Chest, where do you keep your spellbook?
I don't know. That's a good question. Probably just at my
muted,
side
Simon.
down here.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Probably just at my side, I would assume.
Yeah,
But in terms of what's in the chest, it'd probably be the crystal.
No. Your chest. Like,
Yeah.
you're in the centerpiece of you. And then I'm wondering if some of the poison would spray. I'm just wondering what to do for that. I'm going to come back to you because you're fucked up at the moment. You're not going to do much. Cohen, Garrett, you turn around and Garrus is like running. You hear his steps and then you just hear coming from him. And you turn around and you see him being held up like 12 feet above ground in the scorpion's stinger.
Okay, question. Can
Yes.
I use my action to puppy eyes?
Sure, you use your action to puppy eyes. Let's scroll to next combat
Oh,
sense.
no. I was just kidding. I hope you understand that. I was
Yes.
just kidding.
Go ahead. Take
Oh,
a turn.
okay.
Oh, we're all gonna die again. God
Giving
damn
me
it.
heart attacks.
Why didn't they attack
Okay.
this man?
Okay. So the robe of shadows. I can
Yep.
cast banishment
twice or once.
on one of those fuckers.
Mhm, yes, you can.
Probably gonna fail.
Question is, if I cast it on the scorpion that holds
And then
Garrus.
Garrus will fall down.
Okay, cool.
But it's
Okay,
only
good.
like 10 feet, though, right?
I don't
Yeah.
fucking care.
But you,
Yeah.
You're not that evil, right? You're not that evil.
1d6 plus 1 is the damage you're gonna take.
Okay.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast that one on.
Sure. Sure, there
this
is-
boyo.
Unless I crit here, there is no way this thing makes it. That was the 19 there for a moment. Yeah, so the scorpion.
Thank
It
God
is
these
banished.
are ugly motherfuckers.
I did something good.
Garrus, roll me a 1d6 plus 1. You have a
Oh,
13%.
I-
13%
Come
chance. No,
on.
it's
We
12.
have a
feet.
reroll. We have a reroll, don't we? So
Okay, it's
Right.
only 4. It would
You're
be
a
hilarious.
meanie. You're a maniac. That's what you are.
Yes, I am. Okay, so Cohen, you stick your hands into the robes, and it looks kind of weird because they disappear. And as you pull them out, you have some of the almost nets of shadow that you just direct towards it. And as the net swirls around the scorpion, it disappears completely. And you have concentration now on this to be able to keep them banished for a minute. And,
So
you may take a moment.
movement or what's it called? I can't do. Can I do a healing word?
You cannot. You cast a spell.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, then I'm gonna use my inspiration and just yell at Gary, "Stay the fuck with us!" Yeah.
Garrus sees what
That's-
I'm measuring, so
Yes,
that's
I
why
do.
he's grunting. Cool. You end your turn. This scorpion has gotten hit by the axe and just runs up close. Misses. So you manage to just block the first claw. Second
though, like,
claw comes in and
I hate to be
hits
the
you.
asshole, but haste did go down. just
Oh,
as a
haste
quick
did go
reminder.
down. So first
Yeah.
is
Still 20, so. AC.
Why, Brian?
I'm
Why?
wondering. No, haste just does haste say that you're stunned? Because if so, then
No.
it's advanced. No,
No.
it just says that you
left,
can't.
Lethargies,
save.
yeah, you can't do anything on your turn. It's
Did
like,
you
I'm
cast
like,
haste? You never
"No."
put haste in, did you? No, you.
He did say it, but it
I thought I did.
No,
Yeah.
you never
Yeah.
put haste in. But yeah, okay, that's fine. And then Stinger is gonna come out and try to hit you. And an 18. I'm gonna add my own inspiration for this.
What?
Nice.
That's
it hits
it.
you. Make me
Yeah.
a Constitution saving throw.
That's
Thank
true.
you,
That's
Mike.
the word.
Let me double check if that gives me advantage on. No, it's strength saving. Okay. All right, saving throw, and it's +1 for the luck stone or the coin of Elabris.
Yes.
So it's plus.
Yeah,
18.
that's fine. You save, and you take only half, so you'll take 6 plus 14, 20 points of damage, and then the additional 9 at top, so 29 in
Yep.
total. Already done that. Awesome. Now, the last scorpion. Like, I would really want to just go up here and kill Garrus, to be honest. And I think
Kristoff is prone on the ground right here.
that is
Come on,
exactly
man.
what I was going to say. So Kristoff is prone on the ground. Also, Navin, please make me a strength saving throw. So the other scorpion
Yep.
sees Kristoff being on the ground. He's going to run up and with advantage hit Kristoff. Hits Kristoff. Kristoff is
Wisdom
going to
save.
make a save. Oh, yeah, it needs
Wisdom
to make...
save.
I mean, if it's going to make a wisdom save, you know who it's coming from.
Okay, never mind.
Used to be advantage as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
sorry, yeah.
See you, Garrus. It
Well,
fails to
yeah,
save.
this is-
Okay,
this is
so now
deserved.
I actually have to think here. So, Scorpion runs in. He's unable to hit the target on the ground, seemingly. He's stupid as fuck. But it's a beast that is a pack. But you look very much dead up there as well. And there is a big target. So I think it's going to veer. Going for Navin instead.
Yeah.
Whom is not restrained.
Nope.
Kristoff
So-
gets an opportunity attack, right?
Prone? No, he's not. Sorry, that should not be the clause. So then the attacks would go for you, which is 23 and 24, Navin. So you'll take another 23 points of damage, and then the stinger is going to come after you as well. That hits.
Cool stinger dice.
Yeah, that's it as well.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a con save. I think,
Yeah.
even
I
though
don't think
you
it- yeah,
pass
even
this,
though-
you are down. But you have
Yep.
no, you have your thing. You can reduce it even more with.
Nope.
Why
No
not?
reactions left because I threw the hammer and took it back. And that's a
It
reaction
hasn't
feature.
been your turn. Yeah, you
Mhm.
used it on your turn.
Yep.
Fuck.
So it's like,
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, you take another 16 points of damage and you're down. And then.
I mean, we didn't have any other choice in the matter. This was the play to make.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is just pure unluck that I roll
all the nats.
all
This
the
is- yeah,
nats.
Eli told you to leave him
Shut the fuck up.
Every turn.
twice.
Wait, you should be on the turn marker so you have your free action to say stuff.
Right. Yeah, I don't see a way out of this. Short of Antoine showing up. and-
hero.
Yeah, you.
I was planning to action enlarge reduce one of the scorpions and then hopefully have somebody throw them away. But yeah, I don't see any other tactics that can get us out of this.
Nope. And there's no real use in running away because the scorpions will just follow anyway.
Yeah.
Will
I
they
guess,
though if they've got
yeah.
three of
Yeah,
us
I
to
guess
eat?
they won't. Or maybe they'll eat and then they'll follow. Like,
Cohen could escape.
We could try to bribe them with rations. In fact, if we gave them the ambrosia,
we had the cubes. Like, here.
they might go for that. I mean, they are a magical substance. And I'm
he's a
assuming
candy. Ooh, he's
because
candy.
they're scorpions that
He's a
they're
candy.
hungry.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that we have another thing to be done, even though I don't like to do it. But
Go on.
yeah,
Fighting a fucking god. I don't want to get killed by a fucking
You-
insect.
you're gonna get killed by
No
insects,
one does.
possibly. But Christoph stands up. He tosses his bow away.
What?
Maybe we should.
As he does, you see again his hair just goes ablaze, and as he does, like his hand on the back just pulls out a flaming ass fucking sword. However, as he does this, you see. No, that wouldn't be now. That would be later. Now I just need to do one of these to see it's all set up. No, it's not all set up. Boop, 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 boop. Nice. Yes, so he goes to swing against the first one. Nice. Proceeds to hit. However, this is fire damage, which unfortunately he doesn't pierce through. But 9 and then 7. So you see this big flaming sword just goes through, and it's so dense in the center that oh nice, that's a crit. That it's like it's black in the center almost. These scorpions are suddenly taking a shitload of damage. Let's see for the confirm. That is not a confirm. And then he stands there. Garrus, you're almost dead. It's your turn.
All right. I don't really have many options available to me. How rough are the scorpions looking right now?
This scorpion is looking kind of rough. This scorpion is all good. He's looking like he's gonna eat some Navin.
All right, cool. So he's looking like he's going to eat some Navin.
Yep.
All right. I'm not going to let that happen. Action and large reduce.
On the scorpion,
Yeah, I think so.
it won't stop its attacks.
You don't think it will make it? You don't think a big scorpion eating Navin is going to be
sure,
less
but the stinger and its poison is still equally as potent.
All right, let me look at my new spells to see what my options are.
It's fine. If I die, you can just raise dead.
Yeah, if only. I could run up to you and cast Gaseous Form.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the scorpion would do in that situation.
I mean,
I'm guessing
probably-
leave me alone.
If you go into melee with it and you cast a spell, yeah, you're fucked. You're dead.
Well, I can just go here. It does mean that Navin's not going to be able to do anything.
Yeah, and you're not going to be able to heal him either.
I can do one thing in gaseous form, I believe, and that's death saving throws.
Yeah. Yeah, you are not kept away from that.
I could make Navin extremely big.
Make more meat for the scorpion. He salutes you. Okay, 10 seconds before your turn is forgone.
Yeah, Cause Fear could work. Cause Fear.
Cool. Put it into
the
the
scorpion.
thing, please. I believe it's a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
And
I'm
I
not sure if there's an
believe
upcast effect, but I don't want to lose my turn.
The
So
10 is gone, so you awaken a construct from
Okay.
that is immune. Cool. Target
Cause
must
Fear to
succeed
both
with
of those.
save, and then frighten of you until the spendence. The frightened target can repeat. Cool. Yeah, so it's feared, which means it has the disadvantage as long as you're within its sight, and it can't move any closer to you. And then we'll go
basically, to have a bit of a character moment, I'm going to
Yes, please.
stand up and just have Extol suddenly sort of erupt out of my shoulder and just
Ooh.
start walking to them with this black shade emanating from me.
That is so cool. You don't even get to roll your own saves, Mr. Navin. You guys notice how Navin is coughing up a lot of blood. Go on. This is not Cohen. Cohen wouldn't cry like this, woman. Get a grip on yourself. Get a grip on yourself.
I'm freaking out. Okay,
Yes.
dude.
Hell
Deals, demands, and action.
I even wrote it on my arm. Drama. Okay. Yeah, I run
Yep.
around there. Touch Navin. Do the touchy. And yeah, I'm gonna cast banishment. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that would be a great way to
yeah.
actually save somebody sometime.
I know.
To cast
They
banishment
still gotta
on them.
make death saves. That's the
Yeah, I
problem.
mean, if they're down. I mean, if they're like on the verge
Yeah,
of going
yeah.
down, like casting banishment on Garrus just before he's get hit, now would be perfect.
Mhm.
What type of heal we looking at? We talking normal heal,
wounds.
super heal, cure wounds? Cool.
Cure
Go
wounds.
ahead.
Super.
Yeah.
Super cure wounds.
Yeah.
That's not
Oh
a
my
super
God.
cure wounds. So 20
tried.
points of HP. Oh,
Yep. So up to
or
17.
16, 17 even. Oh, nice. Is that
And
it? Go ahead.
huh?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I have bardic inspiration, so I'll slap it on Kristoff and just oh yeah, what is his he's like an ancestor of what were they called?
Mhm.
I don't remember.
The Deus Ex Machina. They were an ancient people from the Deus.
No, but what
His
was
god, you mean? The god is Asala.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and I'll just yeah. Okay. I'll just
I just wanted to make sure that was
say that he's you have to save us right now. Please.
Yep.
Athalar.
And with that, you see the scorpion in front of Navin is going to just normal attack because he's on the ground. And there's an advantage.
That is
Nice.
it.
And Navin goes to 13.
No, yeah.
Then it's going to take a 5-foot step like this. And then it's going to
he
slap.
is afraid of me.
Oh, yeah, he can't.
is
So
afraid
it's
of
going to stay where it is. And I guess it will have to use all the attacks on Navin then.
Yeah. Miss.
Okay, cool. So the scorpion has a little bit of attention on what the fuck Garrus is going on with, and then it just tries to stay away and only hits one. However, the other scorpion is going to, with advantage, slap Navin because he's on the ground. There we go. You're down.
Oh.
Not confirmed. Navin goes down again. And then the stinger turns around and tries to get through the flame onto Kristoff. That's a natural one.
Ooh, baby.
Fucking confirm it, bitch.
Let's see. I mean, Kristoff's AC is batshit bad. 19 is not a confirm. And last hit is with the claw as well against Mr. Kristoff. 3 does not hit. In response,
Rolls at the beginning of the round. God damn.
Kristoff raises the sword and goes down and just tries to cleave the scorpion in between its ears.
inspiration.
For Kristoff, yeah, he hits, so it's all good. He's going to use that on something he misses. He goes for a second swipe. There we go. That might be needed. So 12 plus a 1d8.
You can do it.
Inspiration. No,
Oh my
he
God.
can't. The first one does, however, kill it, so it's good.
I have a question. When you're slowed and it's my turn is over, do I get my reactions back after that? Even though I can't do any actions during my turn.
No, I would say you don't.
I'm just double checking.
Yeah. Garrus, you see how Kristoff has just... You can feel the flames from his greatsword.
Garrus is barely conscious at the moment. He is going to raise his hand and just... Let's see, what is my best option here?
What is
Probably
it?
armor. Armor is
Possibly.
probably
I mean,
the best bet.
the scorpion is no longer feared. Because it's only until the end of your next turn.
It's a concentration spell. It's 1 minute.
Oh yeah, it has to repeat saving
At
throws.
the end of its turn, it needs to keep making saving throws, yeah.
Cool, let's see. The scorpion is
Oh.
no longer afraid. As I said, I called it. I mean, yeah, the Scorpion is looking... yeah.
Armor might be the best bet here.
It's not going to
Sorry,
attack you, I think. If you're looking at how it's been going at certain things so far, it's going
Ray
to
of
go to the
Enfeeblement
closest
then.
person. The one behind you, when it comes back from banishment, however, might be different.
Shit.
Yeah.
But that's not for another round.
Yes.
As in, wait, how many rounds? Ray of Enfeeblement on the one in front of me.
You don't know. Chop, chop. Ah, nice.
Just
That
have the
is
shadow
a
erupt out of
great
my
hit.
shoulder and... Sorry.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Have the shadow just erupt out of my shoulder, snake along the ground, and just suddenly basically overtake the shadow of the scorpion.
I wanted to fail that one. I love Ray of Enfeeblement. It's such a good spell. Ah. At the end of each target, say, oh yeah, so it just failed. So no, sorry, make a ranged spell attack. If you hit, it just deals half damage. Nice, and then that one is for the next one.
It's on at the end of each target's turn.
Nice. So for one turn at least, it gets half damage. Navin, you don't get to do anything, and Scorpion is
Death save? Question mark?
yes, you don't get to do that either.
Oh no, yeah. Making sure it's being done.
You may
Doing
wake
it.
up at 1 HP.
Natural 20!
Hey.
Boom! Yes!
Alright, well,
That's at
Yay.
the start of your turn. So what do you
Oh,
want
it's
to do?
start with turn.
Mhm.
Oh.
If you go down again, though,
yeah.
you are not waking up again for a while.
Is there a way to, instead of 5-foot step, like get up without getting hit? Like, you know, like you have to move
Rolling
up.
away?
Sort of, I guess. Like, or I don't even have to move away. I
No,
don't
no,
think
you
that's
can
really
stand up. You
useful.
don't. They don't get attacks of opportunities
Okay, yeah.
when standing.
Then I'll start with standing up, and I'll use second wind for sure.
Yeah.
Somewhere
It's like a
around
good
there.
bonus action.
Yeah.
A 9.
And then I'll just take the dodge action.
Okay, yeah, that seems like a good idea. Cohen.
Of course, I'm gonna cure wounds on the tank. I just have to because, yeah.
Ooh, another
Decent rolls.
25
Right.
points of HP. Now, the Scorpion is gonna sidestep and kill the fucker that is doing things.
Did he take a 5-foot step, or is he?
It takes a 5-foot step.
10-foot reach? Are you kidding me?
No, it hits
No,
Cohen.
it's Cohen.
Okay, cool.
And it hits boats. However, it does half damage because of the spell. So it's 4 and 5, so 9 points of damage. However, the sting does not count, so if it hits you, it does make me a Constitution saving throw. I mean, that's unfortunate because now that you fail and you take 37 points of damage, that also means that you need to make a Constitution check to keep the other Scorpion away. DC 18.
Wait, math.
So total 9 plus
Oh my God.
37, so 45. So you should be at 5 HP.
Do you mind reminding me why Sting isn't affected by Ray, GM?
No, the sting is poison damage. I mean, yes, the first piercing
alright, yeah.
damage should be.
So 30
So you
total.
should actually have
Wait a minute.
7 extra. So you have 12 HP. 15 unfortunately does not make it. Cohen tries to maintain the concentration
But
of.
it doesn't specify damage. It's just half damage with weapon attacks. That
The
use
strength-based ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the
unless-
poison is strength-based. Poison is. it's a
Yeah,
chemical.
poison isn't strength based. It's not like that's the poison is
Alright.
just equally as potent. I know that's a thing, but unfortunately the poison attacks does not. This Scorpion is gonna come back. Cohen, you were hit by both of the first hits. That means that you need to make me 2 strength saves as well, just to make sure that you're not restrained. You are not restrained. Nice. Christoph is going to go out to intercept the one at the back, swinging his sword once, swinging his sword twice, hitting and being the balls that he is. I mean, look at them fucking... Oh. Yep, nice. Nice. And then it is Garrus's turn.
Decisions. Wait a minute. Can't do it to an unwilling creature. That's a bummer. Can you? Can you gaseous form an unwilling creature? Okay, damn it all. That would be funny.
You would have to charm them to make them willing, essentially, first.
Yes, that would work.
I want to keep Ray of Enfeeblement up on this one. So...
Wait, is Ray of Enfeeblement a concentration? No, it's not.
It is.
No,
that's why it lasts for a minute.
Wow. Okay,
But-
yeah. He passed though, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's,
Haste Nevin. Unless Nevin has a better idea.
I don't know. It's
Not
just last,
haste him.
last time it didn't go so well, but sure.
Well, this time
I'm willing. I'm willing for sure.
Okay. Haste.
I think that's the place. I think that's the play
Yeah.
to make.
Yeah. Time to
Five.
smash. I am angry. I just attack the creature in front of me. That's also
Yeah,
just attacked
you
one of my
probably
friends.
should.
Let's see. It's only. I'm gonna try and make it prone as well. Like I'm gonna try and like knock it away or like
for
knock it prone. 19?
is just a hit. And it's not gonna be prone. However, 25 damage. That's yeah,
and then I'll do
it's
it.
beyond bloodied at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Second attack.
That's a miss.
Miss.
Nah,
I'll use my
I
bonus action
trusted
from
you.
my from my haste.
Yep. So,
It's a miss, I guess.
also we didn't add the damage on the first one, did we? For your level from Killing Instinct.
Oh, right. It might not
So
be.
you
Yeah.
be
Should probably
an
be slightly
additional
higher.
7. It says +5 at the end, so it's an additional.
It should be plus
2.
6. Yes, it's plus.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
plus 6.
Yeah.
Nice. Then how are you making the? Is that from your Killing Instinct, right? To get
Yes.
bonus action attack. Nice. Yeah, that hits.
No, that's the haste. Like I'm hasted, so I've done
Oh,
3
the
attacks.
bonus. That's
with a
what you meant.
multi and
Bonus.
one.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yes.
And then I will use my second wind. We're doing 2 more attacks.
Your action
not second wind,
surge.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this thing is probably gonna die.
Yeah,
If
that's
you keep
the
beating at
intent.
it.
Yeah, we're gonna try. That's probably a miss.
Just barely. Just barely.
Yep.
We have a
well,
floating chat inspiration that hasn't been used though, so you can use
Yes.
it.
Yeah, I'll use that then. D6, right?
Yes.
I woke up.
Nice. It hits and
Yeah,
it
I like-
dies.
Nice. And I'll throw my hammer at the last one over there.
Go for it. I mean, you can even just move over and slap it with the last
Yeah. I'll come in and like almost like
Yeah.
hammer down on it with my last attack. Come on, I'll try and knock him down as well.
Yep.
No.
No. And even so, he would have made it. And now, on its last living turn, it is going to try to. I mean, Navin, you are big and scary, so it's
Yep.
going after you. But
I got
mean, you
22
have,
AC this
yeah,
time.
you have a lot of AC.
Yeah.
Fuck me, Tim. If you ever need to channel the bad energies, the
No.
bad
We already
voodoo-
had natural 20s.
We've
Ooh.
already
Okay.
done it.
Okay, wait.
No.
This is just the
You're
first
okay.
3 scorpions,
You
guys.
are-
There's
Alright.
actually a
Okay.
bunch more. It's
You
a
ready?
big pack.
You ready? Here we go.
Never. I'm not ready.
Fuck.
There we go.
Yes.
3. And I think together with the next turn, this thing is going to die. So you just together slash, slap, and slash it, and it dies. And Eli's just sitting there like, you should have left me alone. You should have left me to die. I'm not broody at all.
Let me die alone in this wasteful land.
Navin just
And-
turns around and looks
Did my
for-
charisma drop to 0 when I wasn't looking?
Yeah, what does Navin do?
He turns like he's still like, and like he just looks from person to person and like from creature to creature. Like
Yeah.
doesn't
Roll me a
It's not
perception,
like-
please.
And it's like he doesn't really change his face. He just looks at everyone and just gauges like.
Yeah, you probably look at Christoph and he looks back at you, and I think this is the first time like you've seen him, and like his eyes are fiery red, and he himself, also being an old Wiki, has some source of like killer instinct behind his eyes, but it's not like your animalistic one. But like you two look at each other and like you're gauging each other up. But you feel that should you swing against him at the moment, he is going to cut you in half. Yeah. And like you just sense his power surging out from his body. And then he just blinks a few times and the fire goes away. And as his hair returns to normal, you see that there are some strands of grey in it now. And he kind of falls down on his knee and starts coughing.
Oh, I'll run towards him and...
He holds up his hand as you're running towards him.
Okay, yeah, then I'll go to Garrus first and cast Cure Wounds.
From what you can see from Garrus currently, he's lying face down on the sand. Ixtol is just dragging him back to the rest of the body.
So you get 23 points of healing.
I check on the horses and Eli to make sure like they didn't get stung or
no, that's fine.
And I'll continue doing this for...
Sure. Could you roll perception as well, please?
So GM, for that crit, what's on my chest is the mark
you
from
don't know
Timo.
yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice, good healing. Who's that towards?
Me.
You you have to call it before though. But
in that case it's Garrett or Navin. Because it's not Garrett, it's Navin and then me. So 27? 28?
No, 28, right? Because it's +5 for you, right?
Yeah.
Yes. As Christoph stands up, like you see most of his like the desert is hot and it gives off the fumes and such. Christoph's body is giving up like more heat than the desert at the moment.
He's in
you
gear
see
2.
his clothes are like smoldering almost.
Bet on the wrong horse, didn't I?
With a 29, you sense the tremors in the ground.
Oh my god, no!
And this is much larger than the scorpions. From the size of this, it is probably a worm.
Oh, no fucking shit. Yep, I tell everybody and I get Eli and just slam him
He's
against the
already
horse.
lying there like...
Oh, well, I'm taking him out.
Leave me.
No, I'm
Eli,
grabbing
you can
him.
take a D8 inspiration for that look.
I'm grabbing him and getting on the fucking...
Yeah, okay. And you start riding the horses. As you do, you get maybe 120 feet or so before you hear the ground behind you gets like smashed up first, and then just like you hear a and as you turn, you see just a big 60 feet diameter hole where the scorpions were.
Jesus Christ.
It went from one dimension to the other, from my campaign to yours. Yum, 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 yum. Damn it.
The horses are exhausted at this point. If you push them...
Pour them. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, maybe some magic will help. I don't know if you would have had other healing spells, but like less
more of those ecstasy pills from Auber.
Just give them to the horse and those just...
I do have one of those pills, but I'll save it.
Oh, you would have been asked to give them back. So,
okay, then I would have given it back, yeah.
What, we can't keep them?
No,
that's not something. You don't want free long rests in your game.
You probably could keep them, but I don't think our characters wouldn't. Yeah, our characters probably wouldn't. And never know.
Okay,
do you stop and take a rest? I mean, safe, you don't know, but do you stop and take a rest?
I'll take a perception check if I can.
Sure.
Hear the rumbling.
probably not. I'm gonna feel my scrotum mostly, I think.
There is no more rumbling. It seems to be going further into the desert. It's weird
Okay,
that
cool.
it was even here at the edge, but
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll stop my horse and stop Eli's horse.
Okay.
Just signaling to the others that we're
Taking a break.
okay.
yeah. As you all kind of get off the horse, you can see just in the horizon to the south this large pillar sticking up. And Cohen knows that this is the keeper. A massive clock, several hundred feet, standing in the center of Rodilla's commonest district. You can see it. You're not out of danger yet. But you can see it.
I mean, I think it will be a very weird, like, feeling of just, like, seeing the place of his,
Yeah,
well,
probably.
torment, and right now he sees us as a savior kind of thing. So it's really, like, it's super weird. But yeah, he doesn't comment on it.
Okay. You rest for maybe an hour and a half before the
that's-
horses feel ready to go again. You get up and you ride as quickly as the wind can do. One of you is hanging like a caterpillar over his horse, just bobbing along, being in constant pain. His mind, the only fortress currently left in his body, and luckily enough, that man is trained specifically in the art of the mind and to keep that clear no matter the bodily pains. The other one is probably inspecting his chest and the weird acidic strains that is slowly spreading from the centerpiece of his body. Then you have Kristoff hanging over his horse's neck, barely conscious at this point. His life energy almost having left him completely. He's still alive, all good and such, it's just that he's incredibly tired. Cohen in the front, seeing everything. Navin in the back, being able to just help you ride, and your horses take you to Radilla. Now, Radilla is
I know.
massive city.
Oh my
And
god.
this big ass city has a lot of places where you can go to get help. You would, from your points of entry, actually come in from the western gate. Cohen, who's been here, knows that just off the western gate into the center, there is a big ass pyramid, which is a temple dedicated to Asalar. So it is a major god and the god of lights. And most likely they should have healing, but it might be extremely fucking costly. And
Yeah.
I don't think any of us have time to worry about that at the moment.
No?
Whatever aid we can take, we need to ask for it.
However, before you even get in,
yeah,
guards are going to stop you.
that was exactly what I was trying to do. I was trying to have a like meeting and session,
And
like, okay.
At that point, we are going to take a short break, and we'll get back in just a bit for all of you. Again, thank you so much, Mike, for giving me that inspiration to let me kill almost a fish.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Yeah, so
Dad.
nice.
Oh
my God.
Stop crying so much, please. And maybe Luke can actually be present and do things in this now when he gets healed, and not just be broody caterpillar.
Luke just stays in the temple perfectly healthy.
See you in about
Brownie
15
burrito.
minutes, people. And we are back to the unfortunate situation of our players slowly but surely dying. But aren't we, everyone? Anyways,
I mean, some of us are certainly dying a lot more
I
fast
was
than
gonna
others.
make a crude joke about time is slowly killing all of us, but it's just so morbid, so I tried not to, and then now you made me say it anyways. But I want us to take a look on this. Now, Ridilla is the Holy Darien Dominion's capital. It is a metropolis with 435,000 people living inside it. It is the largest city, and also it is the oldest city within the Holy Darien Dominion. It is one of the oldest cities, if you don't count Basta, which is the oldest one there is. The Holy Darien Dominion, or sorry, Ridilla, is divided up into 3 districts. You have the World of Heraldry, which is in the southeastern side, which is where the True Blood nobles live. The World of Heraldry are completely locked off from anybody that isn't True Blood. And if you try to get in, you will die. Like, it's as simple as that. The Imperial District is north of that, which is the nobles, like normal nobles, so to say. The normal nobles, like, they still allow some people in, but mainly it is highly skilled commoners who come and work for them. The True Bloods, they have staff like living there with them, and they do everything themselves. So like their sons and daughters are specialized into doing things. However, because of that, and they want to keep everything close knitted, a bit like, you know, stupid Habsburgs did in Europe during the Middle Ages, we're getting to the point of incest and just inbredness and just idiotic crap, because we want to keep the blood of Asilar true way, and it's not really going too well for them. But the Commoners District, or the Commoners Ward, is the largest one. As we can see on the map, it is massive, with most of the people living there. It's probably the 400,000 of the 430k living in the Commoners District. And it's very mixed. Even nobles of very low economies, like what do you call them? Those that don't have money are forced to live there, and it's a big shame for the family and everything. But the city itself is vibrant, to say the least. It's always filled with people. There's always bustling noises. There's more market stalls all over the place, and people. You can hear it's a little bit like if people have been to Middle Eastern countries like later, like we're talking Turkey and Egypt, and those very commercy tourism almost, where everybody's trying to sell you things. They're even trying to sell each other things. You know, you can sell your daughter for 20 camels and that kind of stuff. It's very much that culture, and very high ceiling pitch talking like all the time. And then on top of that, they have the best artists in the world. So there's always like murals, there's paintings on the walls, there's sculptures, there's even the trees are cut to look like something, and it's extremely beautiful to look on the city. So coming close, and when your characters see the walls, like the walls are in perfect condition, it blends in, almost looking like a part of the desert itself. And again, you can see above, which would be on, like here in the Grand Bazaar, we have the Keeper, which is like Big Ben, basically, but in our little fantasy world. And you see, looking at the Western Gate coming in at haste because of Eli, you see a couple of guards standing outside, currently talking. There seems to be a bit of line, maybe not too much, but yeah, problems. Cohen knows that you can just bribe the guards and get in, but yeah, you ride up. What do? You have maybe another 200 feet until you're at the gates.
I think sort of look to Cohen, who's, you know, who knows the area or knows the place. What do we do, Cohen?
I don't know. We just go in, I think. But yeah, if you ever, well, remember just to follow my lead. I guess it's very important with titles and things here. So if you say the wrong thing, you might, yeah.
I'll do it.
Noted.
I'll do it. And I'm gonna have to split off from you guys. I know that we're in a dire position, but I need to do my things. And he turns to
Yeah.
Cohen. Whatever you do, do not contact me.
Right.
You will tell us if you're all right, if you have success.
I'll send a message. I'll ask the guards for a good tavern. You go there and then I'll send word. If you haven't heard from me in a week, then assume me imprisoned or worse, dead.
Right. Stay away from nasty trees.
Can't. He rides up and pulls out he first off he would ride up to Gary's and hold out his hand. Give me an Ethereum.
Give him one.
Yep. He takes it and just kind of rides past you on your horses, like all of you except for the caterpillar look very noble almost. You're coming in with
Could be a noble caterpillar.
yeah. So you ride up, and like the commoners on the ground, they kind of look up at you, but seeing your horses, they like look down. Christoph just rides up to the guards who's currently speaking to someone. The guards kind of look up at him, who's not speaking, and then he just kind of tosses the coin. We need to get in now. Our friend is injured. Going to the Temple of Asilar. Now, we also need a name of a tavern that's respectable in the commoners' ward, where we don't have to care about our gear being stolen or having slanted looks at us because we're not from here. And he speaks in perfect Daryanese, so none of you can understand this except for Cohen. The guard looks at him, looks at his hair, and his eyes just go wide, and he kind of just nods. Of course, you could go to the Stilted Swan. It's like northern part of the city by the lake. It's a good place. So it would be up here. I can't unfortunately bring you. I can have mine up here. So there's a lake. So basically, how it works for you that are looking on the map, there are several lakes. All of them are built. So it's tiles on the bottom and tiles on the sides, and they are the water is coming from the hill underneath Castle Amos. There's mages working to purify, distill, and create water. So the water source is also working for a source of sustenance for the people living there. So you usually go there and grab a bucket of water that you need during the day, and then use that, and that's kind of the rinse and repeat. And then certain times of the day, usually during the evening, you can even bathe. Sometimes in the morning as well in the larger lakes. So Christoph kind of nods, looks at you for go there. I'll send word. Good luck.
You too.
And he rides off towards the large pyramid as well, but at a much higher pace than you guys.
Do I know the way to the temple?
Yeah, you see it, so.
Yeah, okay, I'll lead the way.
Yeah, we follow.
So the guards would kind of look at him, and they look at you guys, and you see the young guard that talked to Christoph, talk to that. Should we ask for papers, even though they were with her? The other guard just shakes his head, kind of just motions, and you hear back, we don't want any trouble because they get our heads off. They kind of bow to all of you riding in, and it's very much the fuck. And then they see the caterpillar, and they're like, I'm assuming that Eli's almost looking at them as well, riding in there.
Contact the whole way.
So you ride in, and the moment you come in, the temperature drops quite significantly. it goes from being like 40, 45-ish degrees out in the desert to being some nice 27, 30. People all over the place. And people are wearing... what do you call them? The, like, shawls? No, collar. Is it shawls?
Scarves?
Yeah.
Scarves, basically, very thin scarves, like over the heads to protect hair and protect face, mostly from the sun. Very loose clothes, many silky clothes, very bright colors, many like very few dark that of course absorbs the sun. And the moment that you step in, it's like, oh, do you want rat on a stick? Any wine? Do you need? And everybody's speaking Darinese, so it's only Cohen hearing anything, and you guys just see things being like jotted up in your face, and it's like, hey, do you want this? And like one person almost like pushes a kebab up in Eli's face, where it's like within reaching distance of just biting, and it's just like.
I'll say no, no, thank you in Darinese, and
they're like, oh, but it's very cheap. Like we can do it even cheaper. You know that they will not let you go unless you tell them off.
But I look at the others and just say it so they can say it as well.
Okay.
Some paramedics are rolling through town. You see a corpse with like their arm blow off, guys barely breathing.
Yeah, like you probably
hey,
get to
this box?
You get to a point where it's like somebody sees the cat, but it's like, how much do you want for the corpse? And like asking things like that as well.
Get away from me.
He like sees you talk, and he's like, sorry. And then just goes back to the next person. Like, how much do you want for it? And like, it's fucking chaos, especially here on the main streets. There's so much people, and your horses are kind of like, it's on the point where they're like almost crushing people because it's so much folks. And like from up here, Cohen, like this is your first time riding in here, and like you with your perception, you can see so many fucking gangs of kids running around, stealing things. And just being generally nuisances. Like you see so many scams going on just from here, your horseback, and this is a small street.
Garrus, keep your guys, keep your wits about you.
Sort of like tighten the strings on my purse, the coin purse.
Yeah, because I'll point one out.
Oh, that's a nice little scamp, isn't it?
Like you probably feel like somebody's feeling your legs a little bit as you're going by, and you can't do anything about it.
I can't. No, I'm busy dribbling around the kebab that's been shoved in my face.
Yeah,
I
it
can't
was
eat.
a very good kebab. Like we're talking nice spicy sauce, good spices as well, and very fresh lettuce. Tim just loves his
yes,
food.
he does.
You ride up towards this large pyramid, and as you do, you kind of come around the corner and it opens up into a larger street. And here, people are kind of chillaxing under smaller trees and like put up parasols. They're sitting, and it's not the same pressure. And then you have two, what seems to be like, or like on your left side as you come up, there seems to be like an inn with a possible swimming saloon kind of deal. And the pyramid itself is majestic. You have several statues in front of it. You have perfect rows of trees growing around it with statues placed probably to millimeter perfect symmetry. And at the very top of the pyramid you see it's crystal or glass at the top. Why, it's unsure, but the entrance to the pyramid is open, and there are hundreds of people walking in and out all the time. However, none of them are horsed, so it's like,
I'll find a place where we can put our horses. Is there such a place?
Would probably be towards the tavern if there would be any place.
Okay, yeah. I'll just look to the others, and I think we should pay for keeping them safe.
I can stay with the horses if we don't have the time, right? I can
We
stay
should
with them.
ride up the steps to get to the temple as soon as possible. Eli doesn't have a moment to waste, correct?
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll stay with the horses. Eli comes first.
Yeah, I'll try to carry him. I'm not beef boy, but I can try to be beef
You
boy.
and Garrus should be able to carry the stretcher, right?
Garrus has one arm and a shadow arm that eats anything in its path. I'll see if I can have. I'll see if I can convince I'll ask Ixtol to fill up for some heavy lifting.
Oh no, Ixtol is keeping himself completely limp in like your control at the moment.
Alright.
You go off over the thin stone bridge between the two Sphinx statues and walk up towards the entrance. Now, as you do, you see some priests running around with these bright orange with like red stripes around them. It's not running, that's like too much, but they're walking around and talking to people, and they are definitely acolytes. If they're priests, it's a different thing, but they are off the faith, so to say. Do you continue in, go up to one of the acolytes,
Yeah.
or are you looking?
No, try to go in, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, nobody stops you from going in. You
Yeah.
get some looks mainly because you are Darimese leading foreigners.
Very conspicuous foreigners.
Yeah.
2 seconds.
I know that one slip up can just completely devastate. I'm so fucking scared.
How can this situation be any worse?
Oh, don't-
That is
No.
We have a
No.
list here.
You know, I used to live in this fucking place. People have seen me. I'm a slave.
were.
Should
Well,
have given you the hat of disguise.
I could have had more seizures.
what?
So yeah, take it away, Sarah.
Well, I think
None of
that
the rest.
You walk inside, and it is not much darker here. It seems like the crystal at the top is seemingly transporting light down into various chambers and such, but you can't see it. It's as though you're on the ground floor, and somehow the light is still getting themselves here. You see at the very edge, like this first open floor has only like pillars, no walls or anything. There seems to be several doors at the end, and there is also a large statue in the center depicting Asalar, this very embodiment of masculinity almost. It's like, we talked about the testosterone posters for Ilatasuna. This is even worse. This is like, men trying to really show that they have big balls and many muscles, and that this man is like, oh, he is the manliest of all men. And it's like, you're looking at it and it's like, nobody looks like that. It just looks weird. It's like, you understand, ooh, and all of that. But again, you just see a lot of these robed people. There doesn't seem to be a sermon. Nobody seems to be, a head over another person.
Toxic masculinity, the root of all evil.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll try to find one of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's one probably just a few feet away from you, standing and talking to a woman at the moment.
Excuse me, master. We are in need for our friend. Some.
The woman kind of
Some aid.
glares a little bit at you, but then sees like the caterpillar between you and Garrus, and like she kind of nods, and the priest turns around. A middle-aged man, 35-ish, thick black beard with very like typical Darinese leathery dark olive skin. He looks at you and, sorry, what can I do for you?
There is some sort of curse.
A curse.
On my friend, and we have money, and
Money is good. The church is always happy to receive money for its use of power. I, however, am not proficient in the art of removing curses. He kind of looks, and from the stage of it, I assume it is pretty bad. He nods a little bit
yes,
to
Master.
himself. You know, he says that it looks pretty bad, and he says, time is of the essence, but he doesn't seem to mean it. He
No,
turns around and starts like walking away, and then like turns. You can follow me.
Yeah, I'll
And,
follow.
he starts
With
walking
Eli.
in a, all of those fucking escorts quest for NPCs. Yeah, this is the guy. This is the guy.
God,
Yeah.
Is that guy?
So
They
he
walk
walks...
too fast to walk, but too slow to run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he like walks up and like blesses the people that he passes and such, and then you get to one of the entrances. He puts his hand on, makes like a sigil of a sun, and the door opens, and he kind of turns around and wait here a moment, please. And he walks inside. The door closes, and you stand here. Make me a D100 roll. Do not roll below a 35, whoever rolls.
Who's doing it?
Do it.
I'm doing it.
Hey, almost 100.
Last time I rolled one of these, it didn't go so good.
Yeah. So you see the door open again, and the bearded man is not there anymore. Instead, you see a quite beautiful man, to be honest. He has almost perfect facial features. He has a very well-kept beard. He has a straight nose and very deep brown eyes, and his hair kind of falls back over into a braid, so not like a ponytail, but like an actual like Dutch braid. He looks at you with very compassionate eyes. I'm sorry that my friend wasn't quick enough. My name is Rahip Ingrani. What is it that I can do for you?
Yes, Master. My friend here, he is ill by a curse,
He nods.
and we have
Please come this
money.
way. And he
Yes, sir.
moves over to another door, which he opens, and you see behind it are very broad white stairs that leads up. And it's like when you step on a stair, it seems to give off a little bit of light, just enough for you to see without losing your light vision in the darkness. So
cool.
you step up, and that's like 5 steps one way, plateau, and 5 steps back, and you seem to be going a little bit until he suddenly stops in front of a door, opens up into a larger, what seems to be medical facility, very typical, white sheets in between patients and such. And he walks up to one of the empty beds and just asks you to put your friend down. As you do, he immediately rolls up his red sleeves, puts on these latexy gloves, and then puts his hands close to Eli. Could you please tell me what happened when he received this curse?
Well, long story short, we came across a mummy, which attacked him, and yeah, that's about it.
He nods. I can feel that there's a lot of anger and revenge inside this curse. It's not going to let go easily of him. I can see why you had to come here. Without our help, I'm not certain he'd be alive. However, he says as he kind of removes his hands, and he looks down as he says it. And for a man of his, a rahib is like one of the overhead priests.
Yeah.
For him to look down in submission is usually a pretty bad sign. With the war going on between the Dominion and the Kingdom, the Sultan has taken almost all of the diamonds and were unable to complete many of the restorations we would want. And the price for those that are still here is steep. I believe that the lowest we could go without losing our heads would be 50 Ethereum.
Yes, master. And I'll turn to Garrus and just, we need 50.
We don't have nearly that amount. We had 50 Ethereum?
Yeah.
I know I am terribly sorry, but it's
I
not my
assuming
wish.
he's still speaking Daryanese.
I think that he would have seen you, and he is speaking common, I think.
Okay.
At least he would switch over when you start speaking common and saying that you don't have that. So he would like, I am terribly sorry. It's the Sultan's orders. Should we do anything else, he'll take our hands and maybe even our lives.
Can I make an insight
Master,
check?
I understand.
I mean, as far as you know, he's a Sultan-loving desert knobber.
I wouldn't be able to get much of a feel for him.
No,
But yeah, this seems.
but he seems to be truthful. Like, he sees the pain in your eyes as you're looking towards him, towards Eli. That is, he kind of like nods.
Is there nothing we can?
Yes, there might be another thing. You see, now with most of the warriors gone, there's a lot of vacancy and a lot of help needed for warriors. And seeing from your scars and your capabilities, just by being close to you, you might be able to do a favor or two for the church in compensation.
Of course.
Sort of favor.
We have two things needed to be done, and I'm not certain if you need to do both, but there's a village to the northeast that's being hunted by some sort of affliction. We're thinking it might be some sort of lycanthropy, but we're not certain. It needs to be rid. Then we also have a problem inside the city. Not too long ago, there was an item stolen from one of our treasure vaults. We would really want it back, and we have an idea of where such a search might begin, but again, we don't have enough manpower to keep everyone here satisfied and helped as much as we can whilst going after these things.
Of course, master. This artifact, if we would find that, what are we looking for?
First, you need to decide if you want to do this, and if you do, we need to make a pact, and once we do, I can heal him. I will still probably need some compensation, because neither of those two will pay such an amount.
We don't have a
Paris.
choice in the matter.
Either you do both, or you pay me half, and you do one.
We'll see what we can do about the lycanthropy, I think.
He nods, and he would quite quickly turn and take off one of the gloves, and he'd bring out a piece of paper, probably already like pre-written. He seems to just be filling in certain things, conditions and such, and then he puts it forward and asks you to sign. And basically, it's like on par with a Gaius, where you are forced to comply with the conditions until you finish it. Should you not, yeah.
What are the conditions exactly?
Like,
Is
basically,
Garrus smart
you-
enough to get
Yeah,
him
but I
through
mean,
this?
the condition is, like, he will heal your friend, you will pay 25 Ethereum, and then you will hunt down this lycanthropy and end it. And should you, like, if you can't, then, I mean, your part is null, and you'll have to find another way. Like, it's not instant death, but it's like, it's gonna have to be a good reason for you to get out of this contract.
If we would do the treasure hunt thingy instead, any difference or no?
It's the same conditions, like, you need
Okay.
to finish the thing.
Will you
Yeah.
tell us what exactly is missing from the vaults before we commit?
He nods. There's a compass of sorts that we believe to be ancient. We haven't really figured it out, but a couple of weeks ago it was stolen. We believe it to be one of the bigger scoundrels that has done it. And that's why we have a good idea of where it might be.
The compass. I think we might have run into something like that before. I think we'll take the lycanthropy job for now, but in the future we might also see if we can look up on that as well to make a bit of coin. But for right now, Eli's life needs saving.
I believe the man's name is Alriani. He's quite known as a scoundrel.
Wait, what? Wait, is that who we just fucking met? No!
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, Ariani, never heard of him. Never heard of Steam or
Yeah,
heard
So
of
you,
there.
you signed the contract. At this point, because of all the questions, Eli, please make me a con save.
Fuck's
Oh.
sake. I just don't want to sell my soul to a devil.
Yeah, I
who's
understand.
gonna die.
But this point, it's nice. Make me an
Hey!
intelligence saving throw. Roll me a 1d4 minus 1.
Oh no.
Oh no,
What is he at?
they won't tell us.
Nope.
Oh, that's not.
He starts twitching and he looks. It's now or your friend's life will be
I
forfeit.
sign.
No, Garrus, I'll do it.
You both have to sign.
I sign.
Okay.
I can't sign.
I know, friends. I'm sorry. You sign.
Put it in his mouth.
So 25 gold or 25 silver, 25 Ethereum.
25
and,
Ethereum or 24 Ethereum and 100 silver.
Yeah, that works as well. And then he quickly runs across this vast room. He opens he pulls down a fucking spiral staircase from the roof to the ground, and then runs up, comes down, falls down, hitting his hands and knees. Just gets up and runs over towards Eli again, and puts these. He looks to you, Garrus. Since you're a man that knows rituals, do as I say. And he tosses it to the ingredients to you and starts instructing you where to put the dust, where to hold and such. And make me just an Arcana, please, with advantage as he's instructing you what to do.
You are asking for Eli to die right now. Alright, luckily I'm not horrible at Arcana.
So, as you help, Cohen, you get kind of pushed away to make sure that there's enough space. He yells for another acolyte after some time, and that person comes and helps as well. And after 25 minutes of channeling your knowledge and even having your own magic slowly but surely seep into this ritual, a bright flame just rises from Eli's body. It doesn't hurt you. It looks extremely fucking terrifying though. But these flames just wreathes Eli's body, and Garrus, you are staying close, having your hands in this fire as well. You can see how the black dark corruption that has had its tendrils deep inside his brain is slowly getting out and back. And then as they do, and as this corruption gets smaller and smaller, pain starts carousing over your body, and the paralyzation lets go, and he just yells, and we need another 4 priests, and they just come running, and he looks at you there, help hold him down, because your body's just starting to twitch because pain for you've had pain for 48 hours straight at this point, and you haven't been able to move, and now everything is coming at once, and again, tears just uncontrollably start just being shaken down from you. You get one of these wooden sticks into your mouth so that you don't accidentally bite your tongue off.
Yeah.
And you're just for the next 15 minutes shaking, screaming, crying, and then the flame stops and you just pass out. But the corruption is gone. No inkling of darkness. However, as this is done, Garrus, you feel succumbed, like you fall on your ass, and you don't know why. But when you look at your left hand, it is scorched.
Sorry, Extol. Oh wait, left hand is the bad hand, right?
Yes.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, Extol.
Harris, you're okay?
Friend's complaining a bit, but I think we'll be fine.
You sit maybe 30 minutes. I'm assuming one has gone out and told Navin as well after success, but you sit for another 30-ish minutes. And then with a deep sigh from the abyss, Eli takes a breath and awakes with a throbbing headache. You feel liquid being pushed in between your lips with a very bitter taste, and the words, "Just drink it, that doesn't taste good, but you need it, friend."
Better be tequila.
When you drink it, it soothes your body and your mind a little bit, and you're able to look and move a little bit, but the priest is like at your side and like moving your arms and just like stretching them and kind of helping you regain tenderness in your body.
I imagine everything feels like it burns a bit, Bill.
Not really. It's more.
Okay.
It's more like a very, very bad toothache in your entire body.
Okay.
Eli, are you alright?
You're all fools.
Too. Yes, we are.
Sorry,
Thank
what did you say?
We're all fools.
You'd have
Fools?
died trying to save me. I
Well,
would have hunted you all in the afterlife. But thank you. That was close. I could feel it. Thank you. I feel less stupider now.
Yes, less. Not by much.
Not by much.
Because it's gonna take some time to regain, so it's not
Yeah.
instantly. But you are still pretty damn stupid. You were down to what, 3 there?
Yeah, it was close.
That's close. One bad roll there at the end, and you would have been
Yeah.
a goner.
When he says those things, I kind of like drop all pretenses of actually caring at that point. So I'll just move over to a window and just just stare out.
Eli or Cohen? Or Eli or Garrus?
What?
What?
You don't know.
Oh,
You see Cohen moving away.
I hope you've learned now that's we're the type of fools who would sacrifice themselves for friends given the opportunity.
Likewise. How's your arm?
You hear, like, from the arm.
I need a band-aid.
It'll manage.
Is the priest still there?
He's probably around, but not unless he has, like, super hearing.
Okay, yeah.
He'll hear you.
Am I allowed to lay and rest here for a time, or?
Should probably get out of the priest's hair. I'm not sure how
The
many
priest
rooms we can.
Of course not. If you move your fucking ass until tomorrow night, then I'm gonna drag you the foot back.
Fuck. I thought you might say that. Although I'm
I mean,
kind of glad.
if you can show me that you can stand up and move to the edge of the room without help, I'll surely let you go. But I'm gonna laugh when I see you fall.
Eli broods.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Thought
reply.
so.
He doesn't even try.
Yeah.
You just hear a little doof as his head goes back on the bed, and he just broods at the ceiling.
The priest kind of walks over and looks down at you. Now, food-wise, anything specific you don't eat?
No.
He nods. I'll have an acolyte come up here in a bit and give you some food. You too. You need to give him some time to rest. Come back tomorrow.
And I go. Thank you, master. Then I'll just go.
As you go, Garrus, like, you feel the hand, like, yanking you away, almost.
Fair. I'll pick up my pace a bit.
Yeah. The priest kind of comes back to Eli. Now, your friends told me that you were struck by a mummy, but this curse was extremely potent. And whilst I'm certain I've purified you from it, if you ever get hit by something again, you're probably just gonna die. Now, I'm wondering where you managed to get something like this, because he looks a bit suspicious is the wrong word, but like he's probing you.
We just came in with a patient that had 5 gunshot wounds.
Basically. So, the only places where I think mummies can be potent like this would be up in one of the tombs in Astiander. And I hope you haven't been in there.
Never been up to Astiander.
He looks at you very much and nods, seemingly pleased. Okay, good.
Couldn't even tell you where I was.
You're lucky, and your friends have paid a steep price to keep you alive.
I know. I'll find a way to repay them.
I think just being alive is payment enough for them, but I understand your feeling.
Thank you.
Anything I can get you, drink, that isn't alcohol. Or fruits. Bath.
I think I'm good.
Kind of nods. Well, if you need anything, and he'll put like a small rock next to you, just squeeze this.
Squeeze. Alright. Much appreciated.
He nods.
I'll squeeze the rock.
He just kind of shakes his head as if though, like, I've heard this a million times. Like,
Westerner.
And then he just like, it's a messaging device, so I'll know that you need me. It's not a magical healing stone that does all.
Morphine!
Squeeze the rock.
Caught him in bed, squeezing his rock.
Scheiße. That was.
That was the magic word!
That was
What the hell?
Oh, Maddie.
Maddie!
MVP!
You're amazing.
Nice. It was so loud though, it caught me off guard
Dude.
completely.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
like,
it is. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll walk outside
Mhm.
to and find Navin.
Yeah, Navin is probably sitting and chilling a little bit at
Yeah,
the
I'm
tavern.
like flipping the coin of Elbrisk, like, you
Yep.
know, like looking at it and then just flipping it again.
Hi. You alright?
Yeah. How's Eli?
We'll be fine,
Good.
I guess. So,
Do I notice that Cohen is like, I don't know, acting very differently?
Yes.
So, yeah. What about you, Cohen?
yeah, I guess I'm fine.
I wanted to check that. I don't think I believe it. Whatever. It's like, yeah, it doesn't seem like...
I mean, you don't really need it.
How does it feel to be back here?
Amazing.
Must be
I'm
scary.
very, very fucking happy about it. And especially because, well, now we have to do shit.
Well, if it's anything that I would feel of coming back to my own home, I'd probably be scared.
Yeah, this is not my home.
That's where you're from. You have history.
No, I'm not from here.
You just like out of character, like you've lived here for a long time, haven't you? Yeah, I mean, obviously not a.
Yeah, I was a slave here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, let's be quick about the business and leave this place.
Yeah.
Garrus
We,
comes stumbling out, or like Garrus is being pulled like this
Yeah.
out towards you guys.
Led by the hand, yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. We
You're not
have... How much are rooms currently?
We're not at the tavern
No.
yet, right? We're still.
No,
at
I
the
mean
horses.
you are at the tavern, but it's not the
Okay.
tavern that you were told to go to.
Ah.
Ixatal like pulls himself towards Cohen and just like holds out, and you see like this hand. There's like maybe 3 patches of skin on it, and then there's just darkness underneath, basically. And he's like shaking himself towards you.
Yeah. No, I cast Cure Wounds on it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll just take it very matter-of-factly and just Cure Wounds.
Yep. As you do, and the healing kind of soothes over some of the skin and patches it the most. Like he goes into one of your pockets and pulls out like a bandage and holds it up to your other hand, Garrus, whilst he like puts it on it himself on the patches where it's like void in your arm, and you like start making it up, and then like you see the little mouth, and like, you should thank me. Your
Thank
friend
you.
is alive.
And it's because of your efforts. Yes, I know. Thanks.
Anyway, Navin, me and Garrus are tied to a contract.
Payment for Eli, I suppose.
So we have to find an object that was stolen from the temple by our new acquaintance.
No, we specifically maneuvered around that. We're going after some werewolves out of town.
Hmm.
And you and we have 25 electrum, right? Yeah,
No, we have 5 silver to our name.
Exactly.
Now, after you paid.
Well,
exactly. So
as long as we're all in good health, I don't really care about the money.
I didn't see any choice in the matter. However heroic Eli's actions was, it...
I'd rather have a trove of friends than a trove of coins.
I agree.
So do I.
How long does Eli need before we can go about this task we've been set?
Day? Perhaps more?
Okay.
Head to the tavern,
Yeah.
I guess, and lie low. To not arouse suspicion and just wait for Eli to rest and for Christoph to do whatever he's out doing right now.
We're going to have to sell some goods. I have a few potions that could fetch us some coin. What does everyone else have on them?
I don't know how much the tavern's
I
gonna
can-
cost, but I have a couple of silver.
technically I could, sculpt something, maybe.
Wouldn't that arouse suspicion though?
Depends on
Fine.
how good it is.
True.
Don't like
Just-
people throwing their lives away. I don't know.
DM, do you want me to roll to see how much was stolen off me whilst I was in
Oh,
Caterpillar?
nothing. Like because of your caterpillarness, they couldn't actually get in underneath.
Okay.
So I was
the-
actually thinking about that.
The
but,
kebab trader just took the amount you owed. Like, yeah, that's a here's a change
so-
and receipt.
This is for you to check, so you can choose, how you want to live, and where you are going. It's probably a comfortable place, so it's gonna be 5 silver per person if you want to go there.
Yeah.
It might be modest, but you don't know. But from the sounds of how
Yeah.
Christoph made it sound, it probably is.
Yeah.
Seems like every time we get money, something tragic happens and we lose it all in one swoop.
Aye.
I'd like for once to bed down in a decent hotel.
I think we have enough silver among us. I can probably cover tonight's trudge. Let's just go and take a rest and let the
All right.
horses be stabled. And then sort of like look out to the town like, I don't know where we're supposed to go. I don't know this town. And sort of like
Go
look
in,
at Cohen.
if you're upset about something, say it. I tell you this.
I don't think Cohen's upset. It's this place.
Yeah, because I see a lot of stuff that you guys don't see. So, yeah,
We are mostly blind.
that's not what I mean.
If you want to talk about things, we're here for you.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm scared. Okay, scared is not even close to explaining it, though.
You guys suddenly hear a very dove bell ring. It rings, let's see, it would be 4 times to signify it being 3 p.m.
What does that mean?
Time, perhaps?
Go
Yeah,
for it.
just time.
Must be, what, 7 in the afternoon then? It's getting
Spring.
rather late.
Sorry.
Oh.
But yeah, I agree. Let's just yeah, get the hell away. I guess.
You start moving north, this time more solemnly so, more beaten up by the realization that your goal just became one step further away than it was a moment ago. However, you still know that it is the right decision because it did keep your friend alive, because without him, then the goal wouldn't be worth pursuing. You move along the wall, trying to stay out of the largest groups of people. You get past a massive coliseum, which Cohen knows that there's held many different competitions in, both men fighting men, people fighting animals, and animals fighting animals. Now it is silence, and as you move further north, you finally get to a lake, which you can see through the many houses. At a small peninsula almost, there is a beautiful tavern sticking up in a tower fashion. It's a very broad tavern and has a few like rooms almost jutting out of its sides, and looks very neat almost. It looks almost like from a fairy tale. However, of course, your moods probably don't allow you to appreciate such a thing at the moment. And as you move in, you see a small girl kind of coming running towards you, waving, and oh, hello, you must be Mr. Cohen, Mr. Navin, and Garrus.
Does she speak common?
No, Very nice.
No.
Okay.
It's like,
We
Uh,
She says
recognize
your
our
name's though,
names,
normally.
I'm assuming.
yes. Hi.
There came a letter that said you would come and we should take you in. Your rooms have all been paid for.
Fucker.
well, Christopher.
Food is ready just in a moment.
Thank you. Thank you, sweet. What's your name?
Anita is my name.
Anita. Nice to meet you.
She nods very happy, like this blonde hair just flowing on her back as she moves up. She's way too small to take care of the horses, but there
Yeah.
comes another boy that kind of runs up and like, excuse me, she just ran off, but as she says, we've been expecting you, sirs, and like bows and everything, and then we can take your horses, and I immediately goes to take the reins off them, and
I sort of look to Cohen before I release mine. Like, should I? Like, is this?
the little girl like runs up and starts pulling Garrus's long robes, and like just pulls at them.
What is going?
Why is he wearing a dress?
I've asked myself the same question.
Why is she pulling my robes?
Well, it's tradition here, so
Do I-
so respect
do I need
that.
Do I need to tip? Here.
No.
He just takes out 4 silver. And
Yeah,
hands it out
yeah.
To the girl.
I mean,
You see the girl like
actually 5. Actually,
she
5.
takes
Garrus.
it and she pulls
Yeah.
your robe even more.
It's 5 silver. To be honest, it's a custom. It shows respect.
I see.
Yeah.
Spend it wisely. All right.
She pulls out a ribbon
No.
from her dress. If he's a she, then she should have a ribbon. I think it would look nice.
I think so too.
She
Anita,
holds it up towards
I think
Garrus like this pink
Okay.
ribbon.
Well, what's
yeah,
wrong with you
and
now,
I'll
kid?
grab her
Yeah,
if I'm
yeah,
just like,
she's all good
is it
for it.
okay? Yeah, and I grab her and
Yeah.
I
Lift
lift
her
her up to Garrus and let him
yeah.
let her put it there.
She puts it like around, because you don't have that long hair. So she puts it like around your skull and then makes a bow at the top of your skull. It's like
That is so pretty, Anita. I think that this
she like
this
pats you on the head. Pretty.
yeah, I really appreciate it. Garrus, bow as low as you can go. Otherwise, yeah.
She doesn't look at that. She looks over and sees Navin and his long hair, and she like
yes.
she pulls her own ribbon and like towards him.
Oh, you want to go? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. And I'll help her doing the same
Yeah.
thing, and
Yeah.
and then I say to Navin as well.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
turn
you
around
better
and make
bow.
easy access.
Yeah,
Better
she,
bow.
She takes
Probably get
your
on my
hair
knees.
and like pulls it in and like it's wet and like
Yeah, I know.
makes
pretty.
makes a nice bow out of it.
He's pretty. She. Yeah. It's pretty.
But where are
Pretty
the
nasty.
boobies?
Yeah, they got chopped off.
She's like, what? That's disgusting. Let me down. I'm gonna go fix bath because you smell.
Oh yeah. Yeah, of course. Thank you, Anita.
Yeah. She like
Yeah.
ruffles your beard a little bit and then runs off to the tavern. And like
I look
you hear
back
this,
at
Daddy,
Navin.
Daddy, they're here.
I'll look back at Garrus and Navin and just. You look dashing.
I think mine looks better than Garrett's actually.
Yeah. But as I said, that's a tradition, so you have to have it on.
It would be an insult not to.
Yeah, it
Way to
would.
mark the foreigners, I suppose.
Well, it's yeah, it's kind of a welcoming gift to you. So yeah, you have been
you
bestowed
paid
a
you paid the tithe to them, right?
yeah, you did. That's the
it's a
custom.
group
Yeah.
collective. I see.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's
So
so-
Eli needs it as well.
It's
Not
so
me.
rude because nobody would dare to question Cohen on
Yeah.
this because this
Yeah.
is like where Cohen has lived. So nobody even like
Laughing this up.
The evil is flowing through Cohen.
yeah, yeah. Let me open one of my.
Now I got my pretty boys with me. I'm marking my hair.
The bow boys.
The Bo Boys.
Boys.
Let's
Bow boys
see.
on it.
Boys are back.
Let's see.
I love this
Cool.
girl. I wanna hug her.
She's
Can
inside,
we
Forever.
keep her? Can we adopt her?
We swap Christoph out for her.
Yeah, we're like Christoph, bah, Anita.
First combat, like, oh no, oh no.
Throw the bone.
Let's see.
Eyeball.
So, do you remember what this was called?
I
Broken
got it.
Stew?
No.
Nope.
I have it
No.
written down. Let me check.
I have it right here.
The
The
Stilted Swan.
What?
I'm
Why
sorry
did
for
it?
cutting it.
It didn't
not still.
save.
What?
Yeah. I was just waiting for.
Sorry for cutting you off there, sir.
No. I was the one
Yeah,
doing
so
it. So
you come inside, and just as the exterior kind of betrays already, it is a beautiful room with not stone as most things are here, because like keeping the heat away. But you also notice is like even going into this tavern, there seems to be another shift of temperature, and the temperature drops like another 10-ish degrees even. So it is very comfortable inside here. And the wood itself, the floor is dark mahogany, whereas the walls are some gold and oak of some sorts. There are a few pillars in the room, and the centerpiece is a massive fireplace. And around it, you see several like stools and armchairs and such. There are a few patrons in at the moment, but being like midday, most people are probably out doing things at this point because it's starting to get a bit cooler as well. You see a singular half-circle tavern against, or half-circle bar against one of the walls, where an older man, 45, 50, holds the little girl that you just had kind of seen running in, and she like turns around and just points, "Daddy, daddy, daddy, there they are," and he kind of nods and like smiles warmly. "Excuse me, my daughter is very eccentric. I hope she didn't bother you. My name is Majid Envild, and this is my tavern, the Stilted Swan. I received a letter much different than I usually do, requesting your stay, names and descriptions, and with payments for the foreseeable future. So make sure that you make yourself comfortable, and should there be anything you ever need, then of course just ask. Your rooms have been put to the more, what do you call it, avskild,
secluded
part of the tavern on the 3rd floor, where you will have view over the eastern part of the city and the lake. There is also from there an emergency exit where you can leave and come without having to go through the main tavern. Now, are you hungry? If so, your food will be done when they have bathed, Papa. When they've bathed, they need to bath." And he kind of like smiles and like nods. If you just go outside at the back, there is a small part that is only ours in the lake, and you could take your time. And he like pulls up 3 sacks.
Sacks, yeah.
And places them. Inside here you will find a soap for your washing of body and hair, a towel to clean, and then also a small scented perfume to put on, if you so wish.
Thank you, Master.
Kind of raises his eyebrow at that.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, brother.
Still there in East, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is still there.
Yeah.
Is he a slave?
Probably not. But
No.
like you being here when you are paying for his.
Yeah.
Like, you
I'm not
are-
used to this shit.
No, exactly.
So.
Like you
Mhm.
are. It would be more brother, perhaps, sir, if you want to be kind and polite.
Yeah.
But he like nods. "Thank you, sirs." And
Oh, I'm not a sir, but yeah.
when you're paying in my tavern, you are.
Oh, thank you. So we've had a couple of rough well, years. And I
That's
I kind of
unfortunate to hear.
yeah, well, water under a bridge, I assume. But anyway, I need to keep up the facade with these guys think that they are in some sort of well, paying homage to something, and that they are that they have to have the bows. So if you can just
He kind of smiles and nods.
continue that prank, it's okay with me.
And like, I think I can do that. Yes. And then he.
Thanks to Anita, and I wink to her.
He like
Your
does
language
a
is
little
so
book,
beautiful.
and then swaps over to common. Good sir. Like, so you have spoken like he has spoken
Yeah,
common when
what's
you
that?
enter, but like the last part was just in Darenese. If you were to please put back on the boat once you are done bathing, then we can proceed to eat. It is customary to keep it for up to a week the first time that you have been in Radilla.
Thank you. We are fairly foreign to this nation. We appreciate your understanding.
Yes, your pasty white skin betrays you. I'm assuming Southern Altwick? And he turns to Navin. Your skin is more silver. I'm not certain I have seen one such before. Not an Altwickie, nor Morianese. That would only probably leave a near.
You are correct.
He takes
You are
a
well
moment,
traveled, but,
and then he says, like in a very broken Enerian, like
Yeah.
well met kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I respond in kind of like, well met,
Yeah.
brother.
And he like, I picked that up from a traveler. Still
You know the
remembers.
language well.
He
Can
nods
teach you
and
something more after dinner, maybe.
perhaps puts down Anita, and then in Darenese again, run along and get them out to the back. Your brothers will make sure the food is done. Don't dawdle too long, and don't bathe with them. She's like, of course I won't. And like she like gives that smile of, yeah, I will definitely jump in the water. And like runs out and like
Whisper
just
to her.
this way.
Oh, she's like us. Someone tells her not to do something, and she does it.
Like slaps the door up and like, and then you hear like, you're running my splish.
Yeah, Garrus,
Yep.
you have to.
Whatever I need to do.
You have to get in the water as fast as that, because if you get in last, then you have to.
Levin starts running.
You, damn it! And
As quickly as he can.
I
holding
start
like
running
his-
afterwards. I'm like, damn it! I said too much. I need to.
I think Garrus is definitely the slowest one here.
Yeah,
Uh,
the last one in has to buy all the beer.
I don't know if I
It's-
hear
it's
that.
a
If I do, I
drink.
just bigger and
It's at this point, with the last moment, that Garrus perhaps starts to suspect that Owen isn't entirely truthful. So as we all kind of see the scene of you guys jumping up and are about to splash in, we go back to the temple where Eli is laying, and about 4 hours down the line, you're waking and kind of coming back from you're sleeping and then coming back into consciousness, not really being able to settle down. There comes a an influx of voices from the staircase, very high pitched, like very like panicky almost, and the door is just like slapped up, and the priests start like running in with what seems to be a female on the stretcher, and then as they like put her up and they start like, he sees you and like watching, because I mean it's obvious that you do, but it's like if there was time he probably would have pulled the curtains and such, but there probably isn't any time. And as they like put her on the table, panic is in most of these priests' eyes, and that's where we're gonna end today's session.
We made it!
You did.
I didn't think we would.
We're alive.
We're alive now.
Oh my god.
We live to die another day.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
And I want to see Eli with a little bow.
That was
It's gonna be amazing.
the number of close calls we had while we were losing Eli. First off, it's incredibly lucky you managed to get out of the mummy temple, and then lucky rolls on the intelligence saves. Like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That was
Did,
close.
did I recognize who was pulled up on that stretcher?
Cliffhanger, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You recognize it. You recognize it.
Oh god.
What?
Very, potentially very spicy.
Christina!
God, I hope.
Okay.
Get it? It's Kristoff. He's
No.
like, you don't know me.
Okay.
Jesus. All
Are we
right.
still alive?
We
Yeah.
are.
I think,
We
yeah,
are.
yeah.
Okay.
I just
Hi,
wanted
Internet.
Cool.
Yeah, Tim. I think we should raid Tales
How?
Around the Tavern.
How do I?
I think I can do it.
can?
Raid. Yes, I can. So I'll do it on my end.
Nice.
There we go.
Raid time!
Whoa! Red time! Whoop, 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 whoop.
Get this geek train on a run. Choo choo. Choo 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 choo. Boy, bow boys, bow boys. I don't know.
Instead of bad boys, it's bow boys, boy
Yeah,
boys.
bow
What you gonna do?
boys.
What you gonna do when we come for you?
Bow boys, bow boys.
I'm just
What
your,
you
guide, I guess.
Glass.
Crystals.
Bow on.
How long does it take for the
Oh, we can raid now.
Oh. I'm just
Yeah, it's
waiting.
fine.
Go. Let's go.
It's fine. Oh well. Anyway, bye. I guess.
See ya.
Bye.
Yes, next week, Matty. Next week.
There we go.
That was fun. Fuck, that was close. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God Kristoff came in with a Deus Ex Machina. Oh, Jesus Christ. Good session. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nice to see the banish spell also in effect and saving our
Yeah.
bacon. Saving our bacon.
Plunge play.
Do you
No.
think?
I don't know why, but I figured that the scorpion would think, oh, Kristoff on the ground. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I should go attack
I mean,
it.
it
Oh,
did,
wait.
and it was a good call.
Yeah.
Well, there's definitely a good call about that.
That was fun.
Yeah, I didn't think it would work anytime. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my
I
god,
mean-
everything.
It's just me. Whenever you
mean-
rolled it, it's unfortunately been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to stop casting Sanctuary. That's what I need to start doing.
I mean, so next level, you guys will be able to cast first level spells as bonus actions as well. So then you can just sanctuary
Every turn.
So you can cast 2 spells, and one of them being a
Really happy with how Raven of Enfablement and Cause Fear turned out there. That
Yeah.
was some nice
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Wait, what?
think that
cool.
they gave you a little bit more offensive power in the house, and that they also like managed to fail those saves. Was great. Yeah. Sorry, Luke, that you had to just sit and be a bystander most of the time.
It's
but,
all right. It's all right. Totally.
I think next time there's gonna be a lot of Eli.
We're
Oh,
looking forward
God.
to
Yeah.
Oh
it's
God.
the
Eli
and
already
the-
knows.
Stressed
We're all just
out.
gonna sit like,
Do you want
He
to
already knows.
Do you want to theorize to the others, or do you want to keep it?
I don't want to. I don't want to fucking know.
I'm
Leave
not-
it.
no,
I want to
no.
leave the surprise. I want to.
I'm not saying anything.
I have my theories, so
Because even
don't
like
know
this
Eli's
this
backstory
session,
that
like
well.
I know exactly what Eli was thinking, and I know what he would have said, but he was in too much pain and
Yeah.
was too uncomfortable that he wasn't going to say any of that stuff.
Colwyn is
Scowl at everyone.
like Colwyn is also just a little bit exaggerating and not listening to all that's being said, and then just being like, "Oh, I heard something bad. Now I'm gonna cry in the corner because the person I like said something bad."
Wasn't really that I was going for, but if it came off like that, yeah, that wasn't meant for that.
I mean,
no.
I understand that he gets angry and that he gets like upset that Eli would feel like that, but I mean, at the same time, if he would have stayed and listened to what was said between Garrys, he would have gotten the whole picture. So now we have like Colwyn with half the picture and being a little bit like perhaps angry at Eli, and then
He's not really angry at him.
no, of course not.
Not really.
That I think we've all been at that point. Like,
Yeah. You know, when you love somebody, you're like, "Fucking stop hurting me," basically.
I mean, the thing is, though, Eli, there's quite a few females that you do know, and it could be we have a
There
list.
is a few.
Yeah, there are a few.
Yeah,
Fuck
I'm gonna have to
singles in
revise
this
that list.
It's Lady What's-Her-Face, the Witch of the West, that causes all of our troubles. She's finding it.
Oh, there might be.
There's quite a few ladies in the
it a
family as
pommel?
well, so I need to
there
remember
is-
all their
Could
names.
be a pommel.
Yeah,
Could
could
be
be
a
one of the
pommel.
pommels.
Oh
Could be a
god.
Just
Yeah,
go
that
up
would
and
be
you,
fun.
you pull the plug on the life-saving machine.
It's a shame my int is like 3 at the minute. See someone I recognize, I know they're bad, but I have no idea what to do about it.
Honestly, what I thought was gonna happen with the setup was there was gonna be like an inquisition of priests that were gonna come and arrest Eli.
I was thinking they were coming to get me and
Yeah,
steal
like the
me
thing
away
was
into
that I
the
was
night.
wondering if I should leave it at them coming rushing up, but then you would have had. I didn't for one time. I didn't want you to have panic about shit happening to you. Now it's more
Yeah.
like there's someone that you know on that stretcher, but we're gonna find out next week.
Maybe worse.
Maybe worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
That would be super bad if it's somebody highborn or noble or shit, and you're like, "Oh, I don't like this person, smother."
Yeah.
Ah,
Think on who it is. He
It's
might just...
amazing at character-based storytelling. I love it.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Oh, yes. It's
I love